What up, chat? How goes it? All right, guys. Chat. It's been a minute. Last week seems like 100 years away. Wait a second. Oh. No, we didn't mean that. Yeah, okay, we'll leave it. We'll leave it up for a second. Let me just finish adjusting a couple things. And we're gonna move chat over to the other side. Ba-da-da-da-da. Alright, here we go. Now it's out the way. What up, Knight? How goes it, fam? You got here right on time. Crazy. There's actually a few of you. A lot of times you guys aren't here right at the beginning of stream. Couldn't catch the stream last week. Hey, I'm happy you're here now. Happy you're here now. What up, Shubham? Alright, guys. So obviously there's no new Vanguard decks announced that are, I don't think there's anything at all. I think it's all just like support for other decks. Making my monthly return to your stream. What's up, Demon? Welcome. Listen, Demon. As a matter of fact, now that you're here, let me talk to you real quick. Friday morning. Right, well, I don't know what time it is for you, but basically same time as now. We're gonna be streaming Genshin. We finally made it to Fontaine. Sumeru was dope. Apparently, everybody's saying Fontaine's even better. You got to be there. That's gonna be Friday. Anyway, as I was saying, no new decks. Not really a whole bunch of crazy new support. But I actually played Chris Rain, not last stream, the stream before, and it was a lot of fun. And I like being able to update Chris Rain. So I was thinking we should look at some of the other faded ones that got a little bit less love, and see if we can, advance them a little bit, because I don't want them to be left behind. Because divine skills are like one of my favorite mechanics that they added into Cardfight Vanguard. As long as work isn't busy that day, I will appear. All right, Demon. You got me started on that journey, or you helped me out at the start of that journey, so I would love to be able to show you how far I've come. If you got the time today, can you showcase a game or two with Equilibra's new support? I gotta see if it's in here. And if we don't get it today, Shuham, I was gonna actually go to. You should try OTK. OTK, see a fail. All right, hold on. I want to do the faded ones today and the destined ones next week, because there's some of the destined ones that are, again, needed some love. And yeah, but Equilibra's always kind of been good, so I guess we can toss that in either stream. But like, yeah, we also tried out the new Overlord support last week and whatnot. That was fun. But yeah, looking at the releases the last week and this week, nothing too crazy's come out that like shakes up anything, or that like I'm like super eager to jump into. Though giving generic counterchargers to a bunch of nations was kind of crazy. Which one was it? Is it this one? Dissection Angel. That's a good card. That's a real good card. Decks like Amorta, getting a generic countercharger like that, yeah, that's good. When your draft trick reveals a trigger unit, Soul Blast 2 countercharge 1, so you get 5,000 power just for existing. You just leave it on the board. But I think Dragon Empire got one too, right? But theirs is an on hit. Equilibra got yeah, I did see that. It's a grade 1, right? That restands our front row. Fontaine's story is generally really good, but it's also really long and has boring parts, is all I will say. It's my favorite of the Archon quests. So far my favorite has been Sumeru. I loved Nahida, and the low points of Sumeru weren't really that low. I think there was only like a small lull in the middle of it that was like, okay, I kind of want this to move along. But like the dream sequence, trying to rescue Nahida, the final boss, like it was all cinema. Well, we gotta get some of the Alamorta games this stream then. She's already had a countercharge and it's better than Dissection Angel, to be frank, the dog. The only reason I brought it up is because Amorta counterblasts like crazy. So just being able to fit more countercharges in there is just gonna help her out immensely. It's like, why use one countercharge when you can use two? Oh, as a matter of fact, I'm looking at the new Equilibra card right now. Sorry, it's on my other screen. When your Vanguard attacks a grade 3 or greater unit, if this unit was chosen by the ability of your grade 3 or greater Vanguard with Equilibra in its card name, and your rear guard was not stand by a card's ability this turn, cost put this unit into the soul, choose one of your front row rear guards with the overcharge ability stand, and draw a card? Why? Equilibra's already good. Like, I get giving them another restander because, you know, if they didn't see, shoot. Wait, is that why you named yourself Shoot Him? Hold on. Am I high? Did that just click in my head? Oh, Shalhoub. But if they didn't see him, their offense was just 3 big numbers, which is not cutting it in current Vanguard. But giving them another reset makes sense. Oh, Pale Moon got a new card too. If you have a Pale Moon, okay, we'll look at that later. I was looking at the for the generic counter charge that they gave Dragon Empire. I can't find it. Oh, wait, is this it? Oh yeah, there it is, right there. That thing goes dope in Overlord. When this unit boosts, if your opponent's Vanguard is grade 3 or greater, this unit gets 5,000 power until end of battle. When this attack hits, cost retire this unit, counter charge 1. At the end of battle, this unit boosted. Cost counter blast 1, retire this unit, search your deck for up to 1 card the same name as your Vanguard. Reveal it, put it into your hand, shuffle your deck. So either you can hit, counter charge, or not hit, counter blast, and grab a Persona Ride, which is fucking dope. Alright, so you can straight up get 5 attacks each turn with 1 use of the order to give grade 1. Oh shit, yeah, because you could grab both because it grabs different grades. You're right. And with the numbers that it gets, it's, whew. Yeah, that's pretty good. All right, so back to the fated one. The generic is dope. Isabel, hold on a second, guys. One second, Chad. Just trying to be a parent. Say again? I swear, this happens every stream. I always end up having to be a parent, guys. I'm sorry. Alright. So, while I am excited to try out all of the new support for some of these decks, I do want to take another look at some of the lesser played decks nowadays, because these decks were fire when they first came out and kind of fell by the wayside. So, the big ones, if you guys are on YouTube, you guys can see the thumbnail. We were messing with Chris Rain last time, and that was a lot of fun. We could swap around with decks. I'm still not, a lyrical master, so if there's like generics there here and there that I don't know. But Chris Rain kind of does her game plan well. I just feel like she needs a little more defense. I'm sure we could fix that. But Zorga and Nadir, you don't see anything from Zorga anymore. Nobody plays Zorga. And Welsher, while Welsher did get the nice grade 1, that's another deck that's just like it sucks because it kind of depends on its own support, so it's very xenophobic. But maybe we can tweak some dimensions to really push Welshter to come back. Because Welshter was my favorite of the Faded 1 decks, and it sucks that he kind of just got dropped off the fucking cliff. After that, we'll see how much time we got, and if we got time for these other decks you guys want me to try out. I mean, Equilibra, plugging in the new restand is going to be easy, especially since it's a draw card, so you don't even fucking lose any advantage. And it's a soul, like, that's so good. Alright. So let's start off with Chris Rain, since we already have a tentative build. So the new Stoatia grade 1 is great in Zorga. Ooh. There's a new Stoatia grade 1? When you're not this one, I'm assuming. Sky Ruler. Which new grade 1? It might not be in here. When you play a Blitz Order, Angel Blast 2. That's Mythiarch. This one? Let's use placed on rear guard from hand, other than during the battle phase. Soul Blast 1, call a plant token. That's actually good. If your opponent's Vanguard is grade 3 or greater, this unit 12,000 power. At the end of that, this unit use 2 cards. Oh, wait, no. That's. When did this card get announced? Have you gotten any of the 5 stars in Genshin? Like, been a mean minute since I've watched you play. Obviously I got Arlecchino, I got Clorind. I actually pulled Raijin Shogun. Last week I just started leveling her up. I got Farina. The last banner I wasn't really interested in either of the 2 characters. I think I kind of slowed down after I got Farina, but I wanted Raijin Shogun because I fucking loved Inazuma. Yeah, you can use it to send your prison dragons back to the drop each turn and draw cards. Oh, the same time as okay. No, the reason I pointed out this is because this thing goes crazy in Estacion. When this unit is placed on rear guard from the hand, other than the battle phase, Soul Blast 1, call a pain token. If your opponent's Vanguard is grade 3 or greater, this unit gets 5,000 power. Just for existing. Oh, it's a 5k, that's why. Okay. At the end of the battle, this unit boosted. Retire 2 rear guards in the same column as this unit, draw a card. I like it. We're definitely going to try that out in Zorga. I can definitely see why that's good. And it gives Zorga a little more flexibility in the early game, too. Alright, so let's fuck with Chris Rain. Alright, guys, turn on your lyrical brains. First off, big improvements that we can already make to Chris Rain. Obviously, High Five is nuts. Being absolutely free. I saw somebody trying to stick this in Artisaria, and I basically looked at him like, what are you doing? We love our restander and the fact that it draws a card. Annie's is good. Franchette is good. How do we feel about the ride line? Do you think there's another ride line that can give us more advantage? Ryan is actually good, a good 5-star. Same with Farina, like 2 of the best Archons. Farina has been like. So I actually have like a full. Sorry guys, I keep on swapping between Vanguard talk and Genshin talk. I actually have like a nice damage rotation now with the way my characters are set up. I've leveled them up to 70, and I've maxed out all their talents and whatnot, and I've raised their weapons up pretty good. But so I start out fights with Arlecchino, put her mark on. I only have her at C1, so I don't have the auto buff. Then I'll switch to Lanyan, throw up my shield. Then I'll switch to Farina, pop her elemental skill to get the summons out. And then if I have Farina's burst, I'll use her burst. And usually by the end of that, Arlecchino's marks are ready to go. If not, I switch to Clorind, and I use Clorind's skill and just do her rotation with her guns and her sword, and then switch back to Arlecchino, and then pop Arlecchino's mark and go ham. And I'll switch back to Lanyan to refresh my shield. It worked really well. Really well. English. Willista ride line is the best, no. So, a couple problems with the Willista ride line. The Willista ride line requires you to run a card. In Yu-Gi-Oh speak, it's a Garnet. You don't really want to see it because you're actually losing out on a draw if you open into it, and it happens a lot. And if it gets damaged on your first damage, it just does. The whole ride line just dies. Whereas this ride line is a guaranteed, well, pretty much a guaranteed +1. This gets a grade 2 or greater when you ride the grade 2, and then the grade 2 gets you a grade 2 or greater, and we have a lot of grade 2s. So I mean, I guess it's still potential to miss, as they're both top 5 searches, but you got to be really unlucky. They can get us into Persona rides. I mean, if they were cards, that'd be dope, but them being units kind of sucks a little. But let me look at some other ride lines. It's like a +3. Well, no, because you have to search the order, you have to put a card from hand into soul. So you're losing out on one to replace it with one, and then you get to draw 2 cards. Where this gets you 2 cards as well. So it basically ends up evening out. So does this. This also deck thins, because remember, you're checking top 5 for a grade 2, and then you're checking top 5 for a grade 2 again. So you get deck thin twice. Without having to run anything extra in the deck. And it gets you into your grade 2s, which can actually get you into more of a board. You know what I mean? I'm a little iffy on this one. I love that it can search any grade 1 in the deck, which lets you able to run. Wait a second. Did it get to any grade 2, any grade 1? Hold on. Did I have another Chris Rain build? I think I did, because I think I would like. Let me see my card if I have one on Cardfight area, because I think I abused that grade 2. I think. The current ride line you have might be the best then. All right, hold on. Chris Rain, where are you? Actually, no, that's the. Do I not have a Chris Rain deck on here? Wow, I'm a fake fan. Well, that just happened. All right, hold on. Fuck's this? Curse play. These are all our divine support cards. If you use your divine skill, this unit gets 10,000 power. I wish this didn't suck. This unit cannot be ridden, and if you do not use divine skill this fight, it cannot attack. This unit attacks. This unit has 2,000 power until the end of battle for each of your opponent's rear cards. This would be better. This would be okay in. Let's see if fail, but not in Chris Rain. Because Chris Rain, you only use her divine skill when you're going for the game. I'm going to take my leave now. Work is busy. I'll try and stop by Friday because Fontaine is my favorite place. Take care. Have a good one, Demon. We'll be going from 11 a.m. to probably like 3 p.m. So like you got like a good 4 hours to swing by. All right, let's take what we got here and try and see how it feels, and then go from there. Star Divine is a crazy name. Alright, let's send 4 back. That's an okay hand. I don't think we need 4 Yuikas. That is probably something we could change. Rotovisor? Interesting. Oh, they're gonna have me go first. Alright, so we're gonna discard the order. Since we can play the order from the drop, which is crazy. Oh, I could have saved the order's a great too. I could have saved it and used it on my turn. I didn't think of that. Oh, I didn't think of Striga either. All right. What we got? Ew. I don't want to discard anything. All right, so Soul Blast 1, top 7 for grade 2. Top 7, top 5, I'm sorry. Right, top 5? No, top 7, shit. Choose up to one grade 2 or greater card from among them, reveal it, put into your hand. Unit card, okay. Top 7. We'll add you. Shuffle. Now let's call some things. You, and you. Right, hold on. 3 or more units, different names. If you have 4 more at the end of it, nope, we want to do it this way. Because we want to bounce this back with Yuika, and we want to bounce this back with Annie's back with that. Okay, battle phase. Let's take out the rear guard. Swing Vanguard. Drive check. Swing skill. Okay. Now we're going to Soul Blast 1, return to hand, and return to hand. Boop. So the cool thing is Aqua doesn't need a Soul Blast to check the top 5. It just does it when you ride grade 3. So that's cool. What the fuck is that thing? When this unit is rode upon by Rotovisor. Huh. Oh, so this thing just called itself out. Alright, I didn't know that. Alright, so Rotovisor is he's gonna attempt to be overly aggressive, so we're just gonna energy charge 2 or counter blast 1. I'm not scared of that. All he's gonna do is energy charge 2. Word. Alright, let's do this. Ooh, good draws. Good draws all around. I don't want to drop this. I think I have to. Because otherwise I'm chancing what I got off the top. Alright, top 5. Alright, this time we whiff. Alright, so let me double check what the order does. Bind this card, draw a card, choose a card from your hand, reveal it, and if the reveal card is a unit card with a grade less than or equal to your Vanguard, call it to rear guard. If it is not, discard it. And if you call the card to if your Vanguard is grade 3 or greater on time turn, it gets where this unit leaves the rear guard, choose one of your units and it gets 5,000 power. Okay, so I'm gonna go reveal, bind, so we draw a card. We're going to reveal a card in hand. Oops. Call it to rear guard. And then if your Vanguard's grade 3 or greater, it gets 5k. So we're gonna go call, gains 5k. Skill, gains 5k. Oh wait, that doesn't get that skill. Counter Blast 1, Energy Blast 3. Look at top 5. That's a good card. Yeah, we're gonna call this. Search your deck up to 1 grade 1 without Sentinel, reveal it, put into your hand. If you do not have a rig with the same card name as that card, call it to rear guard. And that unit gets 5,000 power. Call. Shuffle. Skill. Oh, I don't have soul. I'm stupid. I'm dumb. Oh well. That's why I don't like this card, because the deck already uses too much soul. Oh well. It's kind of Christmas attacks. Okay, so this doesn't need my point to be at grade 3. Okay, cool. So the opponent needs to be at grade 3 for this power. All right, so we're just gonna go Chris Range skill, counter blast, draw. She's gonna get a crit. I'm gonna give her power plus 15k. And now we're gonna go battle phase. When this unit Energy Blast 3, put the unit into the soul, draw a card. If your rear guard did not stand this turn, choose a rear guard chosen by the ability of your grade 3 or greater Vanguard with Chris Rain. Well, that could be anything, because Chris Rain chooses 4. So let's go like this. Let's go 15 over here. I made a bad misplay off that, calling that grade 2. Now we're gonna go Swing 18. We have to do it this way because I want to stand this. Okay, swing, skill, Energy Blast 3 to the soul, restand, and draw. Twin Drive, first check, second check. Oh, you get 2 damage triggers, that's dope. I'm just gonna Soul Blast 1 to bounce. So technically he was right. Well, he used to be right. So if you look at the grade 1, it says when you're grade 3 or greater Vanguard with Chris Reigns card name attacks. Jesus Christ, he's just doing things. You Energy Blast 3, move it to Soul, you get to draw a card, you get to stand a rear guard that was chosen by Chris Reigns' skill. It used to be you would have to, her counterblast skill that gives something 15k, you would have to choose the rear guard you wanted to restand, but they routed her where Chris Reigns says you choose all of your rear guards, and for each number of different names you get her skill. It used to be just if you have rear guards with different names. Whoops. They basically changed the way she works. All right, he's trying to put me to sleep. As long as he's, I would prefer him not to get a damage trigger. I don't give a shit about that. Oh, hi, baby. Take that. Look at that damage trigger. Guys, say hi to Angel. So he's got a counterblast 2 and restand his rear guards. During your turn, if you so it gains 5k at the end of the battle that unit attacks. Counterblast 2, draw a card. 18. During your turn, if you have 3 or more arena cards. Oh no, 3 or more. So that thing is nothing. All right. 2 to pass. Man, Rotovisor's bad. I'm surprised he let me go first, considering he won the rock paper scissors. Angel, cut it out. You guys sit here, sit here. I gotta take one of them. Cool, now I can just guard this with a 5k. Oh, I lied. Sucks that he got the heal, because we definitely would have went for game next turn. But it's okay. Nope. Stop scratching me! Ow, Angel. Cut the shit. Cut the shit. She was like clawing me real good, guys. Alright, how do I want to do this? I guess we'll see what we get off with it. I don't even want to use Annie's, because we have everything we need. We're just gonna call stuff. No, she gains 5k power. And call. Alright. So now I'm gonna go skill. Counterblast 1. Energy charge 3. I didn't draw a card last time off her skill. We're gonna give the 15k here. I'm gonna give and then skill and then crit. skill. She's gonna give 10k back to the Vanguard. And then, yeah, we're gonna just go battle phase. So we're gonna go swing skill. Wait, is it after the battle she bounces? Oh, never mind. Never mind. Hold on. I don't want to fuck this up. This unit attacks if you have 3 or more units with different card names until end of battle. Okay. Choose up to 1. So yeah, we don't have to bounce. And so she's gonna gain 5k. Is her skill? Her skill isn't once per turn? Huh. I didn't catch that. So this is gonna gain 5k power. Swing, skill, energy blast 3. Skill, energy blast 3. To the soul, restand. And we draw. So unless he has a perfect guard, he has to go with 3 different grades. Okay. So this gains 15k shields. That puts him to 38. So basically, he tried to intercept with the rear guard, but that doesn't count toward the guard restriction. So for anybody that doesn't know what this grade 1 does and why this grade 1's silly, when this unit boosts a grade 3 grade of Vanguard with Chris Rand's card name, if you have 4 or more rear guards, which we do, until the end of that battle, when your opponent would call cards without Sentinel from hand, they must call 3 or more with different grades. So he had to call 3 cards out of his hand, and then plus intercept. So this puts him up to 38, 43, 48, 58. So 2 to pass. Okay, twin drive. 1, 2, no triggers. Which is crazy because, yeah, where the fuck are my triggers? Alright, and then she's going to gain 10k because she's at grade 3 now. 43 over there. That heal trigger just... that just pissed me off. Soul List, Soul Blast, return to hand. And then we're going to go 40k at the rear guard since we can't kill him now. And then... that should have been 45, but still. And since we have 4 more... well, I just added the wrong card to hand. That's funny. And then skill, this would have bounced the Yuika. Can she bounce herself? Choose up to 1 other rear guard. Alright, so we'll bounce Yuika to hand just to have the extra hand presence. This grade 1 booster has always been nasty. Yeah, it sounds bad on paper because it's like cool if your opponent has the perfect guard, doesn't do anything. But if they don't have the perfect guard, it's one of the most disgusting boosters, especially on a Vanguard that pumps itself. Like, yeah, it gets silly. Why are you scratching me? Bro, where are my triggers? Well, no, because we did hit a few. We hit 3 damage triggers last turn, so I can't complain too much. But we're in a bad way right now because we have no defense. Whoops. Yeah, I think we lose because he can restand all of his rear guards, right? Oh, he's restand 1 column. And stand them if you chose 3 or more cards. At the end of the battle, Counter Blast 2, draw a card, choose the same number of rear guards as the number of arena cards in your order zone and stand them. Yeah, we lose. Like, this is stupid. We have this many cards in hand, we can't guard for shit. Like this is a problem. I know it's like the luck of the draw because we should have gotten. We got no triggers in fucking in 3 turns, 4 turns as a matter of fact, and he got a double heal. So like our offense is great, but like this many cards and I can't defend for shit. Like seriously. All right. I don't like this grade 2. Not in this version of the deck. This deck uses too much soul. Problem with most local decks is hand is normally fake. Yeah, but like I get it because we're bouncing back a lot of cards, but I drew a lot of cards too. It's just it didn't feel good, especially since we're playing so much deck thin. Like this was pulling cards out of deck. The order pulled a card out of deck. The rod line pulls cards out of deck. Like I should have seen a lot more triggers than I got. All right, Angel, stop scratching. I love you, honey, but if you're gonna keep scratching, you can't sit on my lap. So let me see if there's a better option that we might have for grade 2. I don't want to increase the grade 1 count too much. We want to see more grade 2s. I wish there. Chris Rain doesn't have any kind of counter charge, does she? That kind of sucks. Because Striga would be fire if it weren't for the fact that Striga costs a counter blast. Hi, baby. Look, I love you, but you can't keep clawing at my leg. Come on. Oh, wait. Do we have enough soul for these guys? I mean, it's better than a Soul Blast too. In that last game, we could have used this. We couldn't use the other one. I think we cut a Yuika. We don't need 4. Like we have soul generation with the grade 1. I'm trying to think of like how I can balance out my numbers here. I guess we'll try with that one change, see what happens. I've been starting to like the rainbow cyclers more and more for certain decks. Angel. Like Rotovize is not a great deck, and have that just didn't feel good. Damn, it's already been almost an hour. She's shedding so much, guys. I'm covered in cat hair. All right, Grim, let's do it. All right, one more time. Bruh. I guess. This hand's kind of good. I think, if anything, we can send back the Annies and the grade 1. Alright. Maybe I got a little greedy. Do I want to get rid of High Five or do I want to use it for turn 2? You know what? I'll save on the Counter Blast. No way we're actually playing against Nirvana, right? Oh. Hey Zap, did you already test Zorga? Oh, I saw your previous vid on Zorgalist was good. What up, Risto? No, we actually haven't. This is we're actually still on the first deck. But we could definitely do Zorga next. Ooh, fucking Christ. And of course, because I can't hit triggers with this deck to save my life. All right, top 7. I got a Soul Blast, but I kind of want to get. We'll let that to hand. I do got a Soul Blast. I forgot. So no, yeah. So Zorga, we're gonna mess with Zorga, and we're gonna mess with Welstra. Probably say Welstra for last, since that's my favorite faded one deck. Do we want to use this now? No, we want to use you. So we're gonna go call skill Soul Blast 1. Get our Persona Shield ticket. Call and call. Battle phase. Swinging. You've got to be fucking kidding me, man. Like, is this going to be a repeat of last stream? Like, fuck off, man. Like, I just lost the first game because I saw 2 triggers the whole fucking game. Literally 2. I lied. I got 3 damage triggers. But I had 11 cards in hand and no guard? And now I got crit first damage and OT'd second damage, so I'm going into turn 3 with no damage. Welstra is strong. Love that deck too. Yeah, it's definitely my favorite faded one deck. And like, I don't want to guard this early because I have like no hand yet. This is unreal. Look at that! Look at that! Now, Fina, I got the reverse of Psyqualia, apparently. Ediol, where do you play this? This is Vanguard Pro. You can get it off of Twitter. I can send you the I can send you guys the link if you need it. Also, welcome to the stream, guys. Sorry that you guys are walking into me crashing out, fucking pissing me the fuck off. I have no cards in Soul either because I used up all my Soul already, so Yuiko would not be able to bounce back Annie's. I think we're gonna use this. Do we have the energy for this? Oh wait, no, we still have the order under up. So we'll reveal, bind, draw. I guess we'll call this, and it'll gain 5k. And now, if it bounces back to hand, I get to give something else 5k. Okay. Which I think I forgot to do last time with it. Your opponent stacked their deck somehow? Yeah, I know. It's both opponents, apparently. And then skill, she's going to gain another 5k. Energy Blast 3. I'm going to draw a card. And at the end of turn, you may return this unit to hand until... Draw a card, choose one of your other rear guards, and at the end of turn, you may... Okay, so I get to bounce on the back to hand. Okay. And we're going to call this guy just because he's strong. Well, just to have a booster. We're going to go skill, counterblast, draw a card. We're going to give it a crit here, and this is going to gain power plus 10, power plus 15, and then skill. He's going to give power plus 10 back to the Vanguard. Okay. Battle phase. We're going to go skill, power plus 5 here, and swing the Vanguard. Ugh. Yeah, the previous game was so unlucky. You thin out the deck and didn't see triggers. I hate when I lose to OTO. Listen, you don't... You want to hear something about OTs? So I was playing in my locals, and I was doing really well. I went 3-1, but 28, 33, 38. So that's 2 to pass. Oh god, we actually got a trigger this time. Holy shit. Holy shit. Put it here. We're gonna go swing 28. And then 40 for 2 skill. I didn't realize this skill's not once per turn. Oh, alright, cool. To hand, to hand. And now I think about it. Now I have the grid one. What was I saying? So yeah, I was playing at locals and I played against one of the Koro. I don't know if it was a Koro deck. It was like the rewind deck. Guy looks mad anime, and he can restand the Vanguard and the rear guard that have like the rewind ability. And my opponent had one that had a guard restrict that basically said I couldn't activate auto abilities, so I couldn't perfect guard it. On his Vanguard swing, he hit the OT, gave it all to this rear guard, and he basically got to swing 3 times with this fucking 100 million rear guard, and I couldn't guard it because I had 1 perfect guard. I was at 4 damage, so I took 1, perfect guarded 1, and then died. I was very not happy. Ugh. And now we're gonna lose this game too. Like all these cards in hand, and again, we barely have defense. Really? Tri-bash? You know that only gives a crit for the battle, right? I don't even have a perfect guard. Cool, cool, cool. $56. 13. Ugh. We're gonna have to guard the double Vanguard attack. I mean, does he have 1 in soul? So he doesn't get drive checks on the second swing. I guess we'll guard the easy one. Oh, we do have a perfect guard. Okay. I mean, that helps. We have 2 perfect guards and an OT. Okay, we have defense. I'm bitching about nothing. I don't understand. I'm guarding. Is he using Tri-Bash's skill? He is not. Do I chance the critical trigger? How many crits has this dude seen? 1, 2. He's only seen 2. Alright, cool. So we're definitely going to guard this. We'll go out to your guard. Oh, cool. You got no triggers. Dope. We'd love to see it. $56 for 2. He would have been better off giving it to the first one, so if he got any triggers, he can make both attacks criticals. But instead, we will just do this. Guard, 43, 56, overguard. I know what you're thinking. Why'd I dump so many cards? It's because I'm going to save my PGs for his next turn. Oh, good top deck. Alright, Persona Ride. Alright, do we have an Annie's? We do, thank God. Alright, we're going to call Annie's. Skill. Energy Blast 3, Counter Blast 1, look at top 5. She can't call herself, can she? From the units on your Vanguard and Rearguard. You know what? We're doing an anime-ass move, y'all. Anime-ass move. We're definitely gonna do our divine skill now. We're gonna go skill, counterblast, draw, energy charge 3 plus 15k to power to Vanguard. She's gonna get 5k power because of existing. She's gonna get 10k power. We're gonna go battle phase. We're gonna go 36 to Vanguard. I wasn't gonna divine skill this turn, but because of the way that top 5 ended up being, we're definitely doing it. $38. That's annoying. Swing, skill, Angie Blast 3. Power plus 5. All right. Did he discard? All right. Twin drive. First check. Second check. Of course we get nothing. Skill. I'm still gonna do it. To hand. To hand. To hand. To hand. To hand. And then call you. And this was 43, so this is gonna go up to 43. I have a question about that. And then skill, she's gonna gain 5k. So Persona Rat wouldn't make her 53, would it? Okay. Alright, we have 3 PGs. We have a lot of defense now. Like I said, I wasn't gonna divine skill there, but I did it because I knew I needed the I wanted the PG. We still have multi-attack on our following turn. He's retiring our rear guard. That's fine, we don't care. Maybe we can increase the strength of our early game, because our mid game is solid. I'm just worried about the early game. Though the Rainbow Cyclist definitely did help. Go ahead, Angel. Love you, baby girl. I'm sorry if it sounds like I'm yelling. I was just definitely getting worked up. All right. What do you have? What the fuck did he just do? All right, 28. We're gonna go 28 and guard with a Yuika. We don't need both. So he's getting a Persona Ride, that's fine. Though thinning out a grade 3 is a little annoying. We're gonna go perfect guard. Okay, thankfully the heal trigger doesn't work. No, he's gonna Soul Blast. Now, what sense does that make to swing with the rear guard first? He might be stream sniping. Because I absolutely was going to discard Twin Cast off my next perfect guard. Absolutely. There's no reason to swing Vanguard first. Vanguard second, because he's gonna get a drive check. So what's he gonna give the drive check to nothing? That's whatever. Whatever. We not get mad. We not get mad. Is he not doing his drive check? I guess not. I thought I had another copy of Chris Rain too. That's annoying. Alright. Let's do things. So I'll bind this. Draw a card. Call. She gains 5k. Skill. Counterblast. Energy Blast 3. Look at top 5. I'm going to call this just because we want more power. I forgot to call the grade 1 first, but it's fine. We're going to go call, call, call. Skill, Counterblast, Energy Charge 3, get a critical, draw a card. Kazi is not Pride this turn. What do you mean Pride? Oh, he didn't Persona Ride. Alright, I'm wrong. You're right, I'm wrong. We get 15k here, and then skill. I legit thought he had the Persona Ride. That's my fault. I'm an asshole. Alright, you're gonna gain 5k on swing. Battle phase. Swing, skill. Gain power plus 5. Swing here. It's gonna get power plus 10 when attacking, and it's gonna get power plus 5. Okay. Now we're gonna go swing, skill, 1, 2, 3. Skill, 1, 2, 3. To the soul. Restand. Oh, and we draw. Has to be 3 different grades. Oof. Oof. And he lost his Persona Ride. Alright, Twin Drive. First check. Second check. Now we'll go 30 to Vanguard. Yay. Considering our lack of triggers, that was awesome. And the fact that he like crit us to death in the early game. How do I feel about it? Believe it or not, I'm liking Yuika less and less. Like, she's a great early game card because you can call out your units in the early game and then bounce them back. But other than the early game, she's like, I mean, she does gain 5k in the late game. I don't know. Obviously, we like her. We like our grade 1 that gives us an extra attack. Nice, let's go. We'll play. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I'm just trying to think of like how I would refine this. I do like the Soul Blast, the Rainbow Cyclers. They definitely gave me the defense I needed. I just wish our early game could be a little more explosive. But the thing is, the deck has too much energy cost and too much soul cost, so it's like I can't play Soul Blast Cyclers, and I can't play Energy Blast Cyclers. So I mean, I guess I just gotta start making do. That's all right. I also wish the deck had counter charge, but that's asking a lot. All right, let's take a break from Chris Rain. I feel mostly comfortable with the build is. I think I could just adjust it a little bit, and we would be good. But let's start fucking with Zorga. Oh my god, this fucking cat hair. All right, Zorga. So I like Zorga. I've always liked Zorga. Zorga is pretty simple to build with a little bit of nuance. I personally think his second ride line was the better one. But if you guys have a better option, let me know what it is and explain to me why. Don't just say it is because it is. It's all right. Well, we can use that starter. Starter's not particularly important. Hades was good. I remember Hades being good. But I like Abyss Fishing and the other one, whose name escapes me at the moment. Where is he? That one. Split the preordained. It's too good. Being able to check top 7 to dump a dude into the drop and to be able to add an order for your turn 2. I always thought it was good. And then choose one normal order from your drop, so you basically can play the normal order turn 2 and then get it back for turn 3. All right, and then we need Zorga Nadir. Okay, we want our persona. I like Zorga, but deck building for him is complicated to me because of the order selections. Well, you gotta kind of dumb it down. You know what I mean? All right. So first off, let's go with the cards we know that we need. So let's get our perfect guards, because for some ungodly reason I always forget perfect guards. Isn't you just run the OG or a new one or mix and match to see people try a bunch of different? I got you. All right. For this deck in particular, though, I want to say we go with Radiance Caliburn because Zorga can abuse Radiance Caliburn. Do you think you'd play the new generic grade 1 so you can retire your Prison Dragons for Jaws? Absolutely, Sacred. You got here just in time. We were actually just talking about that right before I jumped on this. We were messing with Chris Rain a little bit ago. Chris Rain thankfully doesn't need much. Her support is good. I wanted to try and make her early game a little bit stronger. Even though she has an okay early game, it's just turn 3, especially going first, because a lot of your effects don't turn on until your opponent's at grade 3. She feels kind of lacking. So we just wanted to try and increase her defense, which we were able to do with the Rainbow Cyclers. But now we're going with the boy. Obviously, we want for Zorga. See, Hades was our retire outlet, but now we have the new grade 1, so we're going to try him out. And I also feel like this also gives us another option in the early game. We're going to put it at 4 just to see how it feels, and then we'll cut it down from there if we need to. And I've seen people hate on this card, but like without it, Zorga doesn't have a whole lot of offense. Like, it just has Roman Prison Dragon, so I like Abomination of Impending Karma. All right, and that gives us a lot of space. Now, as far as this, we're gonna go with draw triggers. Hear me out. Zorga already hits crazy numbers. At that point, getting more numbers is just win more, but we need to be able to see combo pieces, especially our orders. So we're gonna be lacking in the drawing department. Damn, what the fuck is up with my button? Okay, there we go. And then obviously crits will end game, especially since we have a bunch of rear guards that swing at crits. Do we have a cooler looking crit? Oh yeah, the pepper. Absolutely the pepper. And we gotta rock Masanori. Like, come on, he's Masanori. Alright, now this is like all of the rear guards we could need. Probably Philander would be another good one just because for numbers and for mill. Unless there's another one that the Shadow Dog is also great utility for Zorga. The only problem with the Shadow Dog is like if you don't already have the only reason I wasn't super big on him is because it's good for fetching your orders, but if you don't already have orders in the drop, he doesn't get you any advantage. So it's like you're just calling out a vanilla. So it's like I gotta fuck with it a little bit. I might like him more than Philander. My only problem with Philander is I wish it wasn't only when he was called from hand to get the mill. Because sometimes you need, especially in the early game, you need the mill for setup. Hold on, let me just do this. Zorga. Is there any other card that can mill with this? Oh, this is Zorga Masks. Order. I legit thought the dog was Zorga support. I guess it's not. All right, let me look at Shadow Cloak. When this unit is placed from hand, search your deck for up to one order card, reveal it, and if your drop does not have a card with the same name, discard it. Okay, I guess that's free. When you play this in order, Soul Blast 1, this unit gets 5,000 power. If you alchemize, choose one of your rear guards, you may return it to hand. That just seems so lackluster. You may want to play Impending Karma at 2 for extra deck space because most Zorga lists have 2 of them. I mean, that makes sense. It's good for recurring PGs and triggers for defense. Oh, what? Calling the triggers out with Zorga and then bouncing them back to hand? That's a really, really, really niche scenario, though. I'll go down to 3 Impending Karma for now. Because think about it, you have to willingly call out cards when instead of trying to kill your opponent. You can bounce triggers to hand after calling them from drop. But the only card that's gonna call them from drop is Zorga, so it's like you're giving up offense to call potential defense. I mean, I guess I can see it. I guess I'll try it. You guys know the deck better than me. I think that's enough for rear guards. I think we should focus on orders now. And if we have room, we'll throw in Philander. Alright. What the fuck does this one do? Alright, let's look at the orders and then we can pick them. Bind this card, choose up to 2 order cards from your drop, put them into hand. The only thing I like about this card is the fact that it binds itself. Blitz order. I guess we'll do normal. I once fought a guy who continuously kept returning his OT to hand to force me into a grind game. That's kind of hard. All right, let's look. So, are any of these grade 1 orders good? Choose one of your units until enter gets out of anyone. When your other unit attacks, this unit gets 5,000 power to end of turn. That's not terrible. Frozen Resentment to get more cards back from the drop. We don't need that. Well, this one's okay. I just don't want that to counterblast. Is there a turn? They're grade 0 normal orders? Discard 3 cards from the top of your deck. Choose up to 1 card with the same grade as your Vanguard or lower from your drop. Call it to rear guard. That's actually not bad for a turn 0 order. I just don't like that to counterblast. Look at the top 5 cards of your deck. Choose up to 1 card with grade greater than or equal to your Vanguard. Reveal it. Put it into your hand. That's actually not bad either. This is funny if we're playing this. This is hilarious with this. Because we could call a plant token and then both of them become gain 10k. That's hilarious to think about. That might be a possibility to strengthen the early game. The Zorga list I use is based on to bind orders in early game. When I ride Zorga, I call Riz. Ooh, I like that. No, that's actually good. How do you bind the orders? I think Philander is still good for the deck. I do too. Draw a card, put this card in soul, and countercharge 1. That's actually not bad now if we need the counterblast, because we have so many ways to call rear guards. We could have rear guards, like if we play the grade 1 soul blast 1, call the plant token, retire both, countercharge 1, and put this into soul. But we also want to get into the drop. Until end of turn, all your back row rear guards get 5,000 power, and your rear guards cannot move to other rear guards nor boost. That's not good. We still like Gathering Upon You Wandering Souls because it gets you an order into the drop and it gets you an extra drive check. Even the Prison Dragons are 5k base as well, so that's good synergy. Ooh, I forgot that they're 5k bases. This might actually be really good then, and it's free and it's a 0, so that strengthens Zorga's early game and our late game. Ooh, I didn't think of that. I didn't think of that at all. Oh, Seabreeze Abduction, yeah. I just don't like that it's on hit. Choose up to 2 grade 2 or normal units from your drop. Put them to the top of your deck in any order and put this card into your soul. No. Choose up to 2 grade 2 or discard top card of your deck. Choose a card with grade less than or equal to your Vanguard from your drop. Call it to rear guard. And if it's a unit card, put it into your hand. If it's normal order, not named. Oh, okay. Energy Blast 2, choose any of your rear guards on turn. It gets at the end of the bat. At the end of turn, if the total number of attacks this turn was 4 or more, draw a card. No, we don't want that. That would only work on our Divine Skill turn. New grade 2 that excels the drop zone as well. What grade 2? Flourishing Hope, that needs glitter. Obviously we can't use that. I wish we could. Alright. Obviously, we have a lot of good grade 3 orders. Soul Blast 2, look at 4 cards from the top of your deck. Choose up to 1 card from among them, call to rigor, discard the rest. If it is Alchemy Magic, call 2 instead of 1. We don't need that. Zorga builds a board on its own. No, Blossom of the Flower's Bud wouldn't really work because the power doesn't get added to them because they aren't called to rear guard yet gain 10k after Alchemy Magic. Wait, I'm confused. What are you say? What are you saying, Sacred? Because the power doesn't get added to them because they aren't called to rearguard yet to gain 10k. Oh, because it. Well, it depends on when you call them. Because Zorga can call before playing the order. If you're talking about oh, you're talking about the prison dragons? Yeah, that makes sense. Sorry, I got a little confused there. Front set 8, I think. Since top 3 of the drop works in the early game. I'll look at it in a second. Oops. Choose any player's rear guard to target. Choose up to 1 card with the same grade as the card from the drop call. Okay. Anything that calls we don't super need because of the fact that Zorga can just build a board. I think we play one of these. Because especially in the late game, when we have a bunch of cards already bound, being able to just draw 2 cards is nuts. And if we combine it with Radiant's Caliburn, we can just draw 4 cards. I had somebody do that to me and over and over again. I wanted to kill myself. Not literally. Sorry, I shouldn't make jokes like that. Your opponent chooses one of their rear guards and retires it. Choose up to 1 card from the drop, the same grade. Call it. No. Choose a grade 3 or less card from your drop and call it to rear guard. If this is part of Alchemy Magic, choose all of your vanguards and it gets all your front row get 5,000 power. That's good, but I don't think we necessarily need that because of the fact that our this deck already makes numbers. You know what I mean? We need a little more utility, especially we want to make the middle row more of a threat because right now our rear guard columns are our strongest columns, where the weakest one would be the vanguard column. Though we still do have the threat of Twin Drive. All of your grade 1 list rear guards get 5k. You can't reuse Caliburn though. Hold on. You're right, but drawing four cards is still disgusting. And only use it a total of 1 time in a fight. How does that work? Chad, does anybody know how that would work? Does Alchematic still counts as like normally playing an order, right? So you can only use that once. What else we got? That's Leonore support. Until the end of turn, when you would move or swap rear guard position, you may also move same row. We don't care about that. Place with a combo +1, draw a card, choose a card from your hand, call it to rear guard, or discard it. If you call the card until end of turn, that unit card cannot attack and get 10,000 power. Ew. Place with combo +1, call up to 2 plant tokens. Choose one of your vanguards and it gets when your unit attacks a vanguard. If it is the 4th battle of that turn, when combo +1, choose 2 of your opponent's rear guards, retire them until end of turn. That's actually not bad. It does have the restrictions. Okay. Play this with Zorga and Divine Skill. Choose one of your vanguards. It gets when this unit attacks, retire a rear guard. Choose one of your opponent's rear guards, retire it and this unit gets power plus 10,000 until the end of that battle. That kind of fixes the problem I was saying, where we kind of need some more pressure down the center line. That's not terrible. Roy, it buffs all cards currently on the field. Roy? What's this one? This is the one that buffs all everything called from the drop, right? That's okay. That's weird. Alright, so we need finishers. Nectar, my only problem with Nectar of Sensationalism is it takes so long to really be good. At least, unless you're playing a deck that like the bird that like force mills. Alright, what's this grade 2 you were talking about? Let me see if it like changes up my ideas. When this unit is placed on rear guard from hand, if you have a grade 3 or greater vanguard, choose 1 normal unit without sentinel from your drop, put it into the bottom deck. Oh, okay, that's fine. Oh, got it. That's for a thing. You need to play O-Branded Corpse. It makes it huge numbers. I got you. I got you. Cannot be ridden. Cannot be normal called to rearguard without any token unit. Why is that a grade 3 here? I thought it was on the grade 2. Cristianos. We don't want you. What was the new grade 2 you were talking about? Because I'm not seeing anything. Wait, that's why. At least like 1 or 2 copies. Yeah, I got you. I got you. I was trying to lean a little bit away from cards that just give numbers to rear guards because the Zorga already makes massive rear guards. Definitely helps, especially as you're still getting going. But I just wanted to look at other options before I start deciding on numbers. Damn, do we really not get like any grade 2s for Stoatia? If your Vanguard is grade 3 or greater, insects. Okay, we don't have an insect Vanguard. And then we got the babies. We don't want that. Magnolia support, more Magnolia support. What's this? This unit gets 5,000 power if your rear guard is placed in the drop zone, plus 5,000 power if this unit attacks you with the 4th battle that turn more, 5,000 power. Not necessarily good. If you play a normal order this turn, 5,000 power if you're standby. I think about this. Wait, did I? Alright, let's go. Let's go branded corpses. We'll put 2 for now. We'll mess with ratios in a second. So I mean, obviously the deck focuses around orders, but I don't want to depend. Like, I don't want to like overstack with orders. I still want the deck to be a functioning deck where the orders are like not necessarily secondary, but they don't interfere with us being able to function as a deck. Roy, it buffs all cards on the field. What the fuck is Roy? Or was that an acronym? I'm getting hungry. All right, so hold on. Blossom or so what's the new grade 2 you were talking about? Is that from set 8? BT 16, BT 18. Knight was referring to me. Oh, okay. Oh, my bad. Super Brave Devotion. Yeah, I don't know what grade 2 what grade 2 Knight was talking about as far as milling goes. Alright, I think we still throw in a couple Philanders. Alright, hold on. Trying to get this off. There we go. That was a pain in the ass. Alright. I guess we're gonna go send. Alright. Philander's still a good card. We'll throw in like 3 of them. I still there's 4 more slots for our orders. So let's actually like now we can start picking and choosing orders. Alright, since we don't have any, we have like nothing that actually counterblasts like at all. So we could probably dodge the counterblast costs a little bit. Yeah, we literally have not a single card in our deck that counterblasts. So maybe we pull in some of the orders that counterblast. I kind of like this one just as an early game, just to get it into the drop and be able to do things. So maybe throw in one of those since it is searchable. We might throw in Mythiarch. We might just to be able to see our combo pieces. I mean, I can't find a reason not to run Ye Wandering Souls to, like I said, buff the Vanguard. And I think that's okay for starting out. Obviously, it looks a little weird. It looks a little all over the place, but we're gonna try it out and see how the dimensions help. I hope to God I'm not playing against Rakshasa. Oh, I don't want to play against fucking Rakshasa. You know what? I'm kind of okay with this hand. And of course there's Rakshasa. Oh my god, I want to die. Alright. I think we actually start off with dropping Radiance Caliburn. Main phase. Call. Skill. Top 5. Throw a Roaming Prison Dragon in the drop. Shuffle. I mean, maybe we could have put the order since we already have a Roaming Prison Dragon, but whatever, fuck it. I hate you. Never mind, I don't hate you. Alright, if we can beat Varga, we might be that guy. That's asking for a lot. Oh, what the fuck? It's Overlord? No, it's not. He's just using it for the retire skill. That's kind of stupid. And of course, we get crit right away. Happens every fucking time. No, we can't possibly be ahead on damage. Why would we? No, not a chance in hell. This fucking game. Alright, so Soul Blast 1. Look at top 7, choose one unit card from and one normal order. Normal order goes to hand, discard the remaining card. Top 7. Alright, so we'll go hand and other than during the battle phase. I guess we could put this in the drop. They're just using the order for extra pluses, I guess, yeah. Alright, how do I want to do this? I guess we kind of want to use Gathering Upon You Wandering Souls. And we're going to drop the order we just added. So now Vanguard gets Twin Drive, and then we're going to go Reveal. Did I just put him in the ride deck? Oh no, I just bound him. Call. And call. They both get power plus 10. Battle phase. Let's take this out because this fucks with numbers. Swing in. Drive check. Twin drive. Nothing. At least he didn't get a damage trigger. But of course he did get a draw trigger. Obviously we don't care if he retires our front row. Seeing 2 PGs go to damage against Varga is harsh. Bro, getting crit turn fucking on their first attack against Varga fucking hurts. Like, the goal is not to take that much damage, but fuck me. I mean, on the bright side, we have a strong divine skill turn coming. Oh my god. Here we go. Yay, no crits. We love to see it. right, let's do this. Let's do this. Let's do this. I'm gonna drop Abomination of Impending Karma. We're gonna add You Wandering Souls to hand. I should have discarded the other order. No, let's add this to hand so we have cost. Alright, main phase. So we're gonna go skill. Energy Blast 2. Bind a normal order from the drop. And we get to call 2 cards from the drop, and they're both gonna gain 5k. So we're gonna call Philander. And I should have put the grade 1 in the drop. Get. Call. Shuffle. They're both going to gain 5k power. Then we're going to play... Did I add the... No, I didn't do it. I'm fine. I'm fine. I'm freaking out over nothing. I'm going to play this. And we're going to Alchemagic with this. So we're going to discard. So we have triple drive. And now... What did I just do? That's in the drop. And then reveal. I'm going to call that over here. And then we're going to go... that's at the beginning of battle phase. So she's going to gain 10k. So this is going to gain 10k in a crit. And then how many cards do I have 9 bound. So close. I mean 9 in the drop, so I can't even get my Philander power boost. Yeah, definitely should have called that grade 1. It would have been a nice way to draw, but it is what it is. Alright, so this is retire a rearguard, right? Choose one of your, then this unit gets text of a Vanguard. Choose one of your opponent's rearguards, retire it, and your Vanguard gets, when this unit attacks, retire a rearguard. Choose one of your opponent's rearguards, retire it, and it gets 10,000 power. Okay. Battle phase. Reveal. Call. And it gets a critical. Alright. So we're gonna go swing. That just seems so low, 28. I definitely fucked that up. We're gonna go swing, skill, energy blast 4. We're gonna go bind, and you're gonna gain power plus 10k. 31 for 2. We're gonna go swing, skill. We're gonna retire. I guess we'll retire you for power plus 10k, and then divine skill, soul blast 1, restand a rearguard column, 3 drives. I definitely misplayed a little bit. We've barely seen any triggers. Alright, we've got 28, 38. So 2 to pass. First check. Whoa. That just happened. Crits. Heal. Power plus 10 and draw. Second check. Heal trigger. Power here. Third check. Well, that's the game. He lived. That's wild. That's crazy. And now we lose. I fucking... That's funny. That's funny. Alright, does this get retired? I don't think it does. No, it doesn't. Okay. That's funny. Thankfully, we did get a PG. We got some defense. I don't know how many cards he just drew, though. Persona Rod already makes the turn annoying. I forgot we went down to 3 damage. I all of a sudden don't feel worried. Oh, the no intercepts kind of sucks. We'll go with the grade 1. Why is it 31? Fuck. 28, 33. This game can't be real. I hope you still win. It depends. It depends on what he gets on his twin drive. Front row gets retired. No guard. As long as he doesn't get a crit, we're okay. Never mind, we're dead. And of course I get no damage triggers. Of course, why would I get a damage trigger? I fucking hate Varga. Abomination must be retired because you use Zorga's divine skill on it. Oh, my mistake. Varga is so fucking brain dead. Alright, where the fuck's Zorga? Alright, a couple things. This thing at 4 is definitely a no-no. I put it in the drop button. The thing is, unless I open this in hand, I'm never gonna use it. That's why I don't like this card. Like, I had no reason to use this card. Like, I get the gimmick of being able to bounce back defensive cards sounds cool, and having that utility is okay, but I definitely don't think I need it at more than a 2 of. Absolutely don't. Like, if I get it, cool. If I don't, it is what it is. I never felt like I needed that card. As far as our orders go, I know a lot of what we did was because we hit the over trigger, but even if we hadn't hit the over trigger, he would have put the power on the rear guard. I mean, he still would have had to perfect guard the rear guard, so that didn't change much, which is good because that means our deck is functioning. Yay, Varga won. I'm sorry, but every time Varga wins, I get happy, and I'm also a Varga player. Ant-Man, I love you, dog, but that deck is ass. There's like damn near no skill involved in that. Like, look what he did. He called out a Boulder X, a Shura, attacked, and then swung 3 times with a Vanguard. If he hadn't got a critical trigger, we would have survived the turn, and then he would have lost. Like, there's no skill involved in that. It's just turn sideways. It is what it is. We didn't get to try out the grade 1, so we're gonna leave that at 4 just so we can try it out. I can't with Shadow Cloak, man. I think we put Philander to 4 because we want to see him in the early game to help us mill, and because he gets fucking massive. And what is something that we can increase? Or is there another order we could tech in? Thankfully, I never felt like I didn't have an order in hand, so I feel like our number of orders is pretty good. I'm just looking at see if there's any other counterblast orders that I would, because like we didn't counterblast at all. Like I never felt like I didn't have counterblast, which is good. I think you are playing way too many of the triple drive, and also you are missing the best splits order for Zorga and Sins of Abolishment. No, I'm not. He's right there. I can cut down the drive check one, but what other order should I play? Oh, let me put normal. I think the drive order is too much maybe at 1, and use it when your opponent's at 4 for extra pressure. Okay. I just don't want to weaken our early game. That's the only reason I kept it. Discard the top card of your deck, choose a gray less than equal to your Vanguard, and call it. This is pretty good for the early game. Cannot move to other regards nor boost. Went for that no boost thing. That would be a good card. Draw a card. Can you check the grade 2 I mentioned? I think it's worth a shot. I didn't know which one you were talking about. I tried to find it. I couldn't find it. Abomination of Unending Karma always puts in work for me. I don't know why that card gets so much flack. This when your rear guards are tied by your card's ability, this units. Fuck. Hold on a second, guys. My bad, chat. I'm sorry about that. Give y'all a lowdown of what I'm dealing with. So my daughter has some mental health issues, and some stuff went down and we're having issues with her insurance. So now her psychiatrist isn't being covered. So she can't get her medication. So I'm struggling. Anyway, Knight, what is that grade 2 you were talking about, bud? Retire the unit, choose 2 of your units to get 5k each. Hold on. I do want to kind of look at stuff. -1 critical. Sorry to hear that, bro. All the best to you and your family. It's all right. I'll make do, bud. Sorry for having to put you guys on the be right back screen, but Mel Desire. This thing? Yeah, I don't know this thing at all. During a turn, your drop has 10 or more cards, gets 5,000 power. At the end of the battle, this unit attacked. Retire it. Look at the top 3 cards of your deck. Choose any number of cards from among them. Discard them. And if you discard 2 or less, shuffle the deck. How long ago did this get announced? Oh, it's right there. I don't hate this card. There's a couple things I like about this card. I like the 5k power boost if you get 10 cards and drop. That means it's not a useless rear guard in the late game, though in most cases you're going to go into Roaming Prison Dragon or Abomination of Impending Karma. The second skill. At the end of the battle that this unit attacks, retire this unit, look at the top 3 cards of your deck, choose any number of cards from among them, and if you discarded, discard them. If you discarded 2 or less, shuffle the deck. So if you discard all 3, you don't shuffle the deck. Okay. I like it for getting cards into the graveyard. I just wish it did a little more. Oh wait, yo, here we go. I forgot about this thing. Look at the top 7 cards of your deck, choose up to 1 card from among them, discard it, shuffle the deck, choose up to 1 card with grade less than or equal to your Vanguard from your drop, call to rear guard. This is actually a great early game card and a great late game card because it gets so swole. It's an early game card that can help find pieces. Just thought I'd mention it. It's definitely not bad. Definitely not bad. It's definitely on my radar now. But I want to be a little aggressive. I'm just trying to think of this. I know I'm greedy, but I like cards that are, you know, like good all the time. The token over. All right, we don't care about that. I'm just double checking to make sure I didn't miss anything. We don't use our soul for shit, so this is definitely a possibility too. But it's like, what would we take out for that? I'm gonna try this grade 1 more time, but guys, I have some ideas. You might not like them. All right, let's try this one more time. Cause like, the way I play card games is kind of the same across the board. I prioritize consistency. Like, as much as I love niche text that can help you out of certain situations, we have a goal, we know what it is, we want to run our opponent over with our extra criticals. That's why I was going for so many Wandering Souls. That's why I was going for so many copies of Abomination of Impending Karma. It's like, I want to be able to make sure I can put my opponent to fucking sleep. But this deck does take a setup, so we do need to be able to set up in the early game. Oh god, that hurt. Alright, we're gonna go first. Let's see what happens. Perfect, because we want to use that grade 1. This is an okay hand. This is actually a good, really good hand. Alright, when the unit is placed on rearguard other than on rearguard from hand other than during the battle phase, so what? Okay. So let's do this. Let's go drop and ride and end turn. What is this? Are we actually playing against Orphis? That'd be cool. Well, then you play for Shadow Cloak, no. But Shadow Cloak only helps the consistency of with orders. It doesn't help you get the rest of your combo pieces. That's the only problem I have with Shadow Cloak. And because it doesn't do anything else in the early game, it becomes a dead card by turn 3 because you're almost never gonna play it. Like, look at Philander. Here's why I like Philander. Besides the fact that you have to call Philander from hand, that bothers the shit out of me about it. But Philander mills you cards into the drop, whether it be units or orders. And in the late game, it's an 18k booster, which is disgusting. Hold on. No card. Dope. I just realized I don't have an order. Fuck. Oh, hopefully we get it off of this. Drop the draw trigger. Alright, so we're gonna Soul Blast 1. Check top 7. Give me a normal order I can play. Fuck you! Oh, my early game just got neutered. Let's do this. This could have been an order, guys. I just want to point that out. Alright, let's do things. Let's go. Grade 2 kind of does the same as well, though. It doesn't, though. Here's what. Give me a second. Let me do things, and then I'll explain. All right, so we're gonna go call, skill, Soul Blast 1. Gotta get a plant token. Then we're gonna call Philander. Philander's skill, top 5. Can we get another Philander? Yep. Dope. All right, so we have our boosters for next turn. Battle phase. Mm, 10k. All right. I don't know if I would have guarded that. I mean, I guess because of the fact that in turn 3 I'm gonna hit crazy numbers. I guess it kind of makes sense. All right, so now that I have a chance to talk, here's the problem with the grade 2 that you brought up, Knight, and why it's different than Philander. Philander's always going to be useful, not just because of his numbers, but because he's a booster. Once we hit turn 3, we're never going to call anything else besides Roaming Prison Dragon, and Abomination of Impending Karma, because we want to have crits every turn. Like right now, I have 2 Abominations. Cool, I'm never going to call Shadow Cloak. Not 2 Abominations, 2 Roaming Prison Dragons. The Shadow Cloak I was going to dump. I chose not to dump it because I'm never going to use it. And since this deck doesn't have any soul generation, Shadow Cloak also interferes with this grade 1 and keeping our early game going. So it's like if we're gonna play one, we can't really play the other. I just got a crazy fucking idea. Chat, I just got a wild idea. Hold on. He's attacking my Vanguard with that. We're gonna guard with this. I should have retired these and drew. I'm fucking stupid. I just fucked up because I could have drawn an extra card and we're gonna call this back next turn. I'm stupid. Did you intentionally leave the grade 1 on the board? No, that was a total accident. Card. I know what you mean. I know what you're talking about, Knight. I'm saying that this is like I have to draw into it because I have to call it from hand. It's going to mill, which is nice. Turn 3 orange. You ever want the new grade 1 as booster? Yeah. What just happened? Oh. Well, it depends. If you're going for game, Philander's still the better option. All right, So I have made boo boo. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna drop this. We're gonna ride. Grade 2 skill. I don't want to add a normal order. Yeah, I did not see any orders this time. Is it choose up to one normal order? Choose up to one. Okay. Choosing 0. Fuck that. Alright. Fuck, because we have. I gotta do this mad dumb. I hate that. I hate this. I hate that I fucked this up. I hate that so bad that I fucked this up. Alright, so we're gonna go skill. Oh, main phase. Energy Blast 2. Bind. Call. It's gonna get power plus 5. And call, I guess. So power plus 5. I fucked that up so hard, chat. Alright, we're gonna play order. And we're gonna alchemy magic with this. So we draw. Whoops. So we get the skill, and now we get to draw 2 cards. Hey, look, Shadow Cloak. Now we're gonna call Roaming Prison Dragon and Roaming Prison Dragon. They both get 10k and a crit. Motherfucker. Alright. And now on swing we can retire rear guard and Vanguard gains power boost. Okay. So we're gonna go battle phase. We're gonna swing 28 for 2. Okay. Swing. Skill. Retire Roaming Prison Dragon. Actually, we should probably retire Philander. I mean, I guess it really don't matter. So we're gonna gain 10k. And we're gonna retire. No guard, twin drive, first check, second check. Yay, we got a critical. That's gonna play him up to 5. Ah, yield. Sorry, he's still in death range at 4. And then we're gonna go swing. I like it. And then skill. Retire. Retire. Draw. Alright, I definitely like Harvest Elf. It's a good. Alright, so Harvest Elf is good all the time. All the time. So besides the fact that it's a good early game card, giving us a little more pressure in the early game, it gives us draw power to keep up. And that I just did feels nice. And now that our opponent's at grade 3, it's now a 10k booster, plus whatever power Zorga gives it. That's a good card. That card's definitely staying as a 4 of. I feel so fucking safe right now. The only thing I'm missing is a fucking Persona Rod. If I had a Persona Rod, we'd be in there like swimwear. Alright, my only problem with this order right here is I feel like I have to attack weird. Especially on a Divine Skill turn, I basically have to swing both my rear guard columns to be able to use this. So this is probably going to get swapped out. We'll see if there's something else we can use. To be honest, I think Zorga's the deck that Harvest Elf has the most synergy. Yeah, I definitely liked it. It fixes a lot of problems I was having. Like a lot of problems I have with this deck in particular. Is that 10? Quick 10k guard. We like that. 4 attack. I'm so cool with a 4 attack turn right now. What the fuck did that do? Put it into your hand, bro. You have 1 card. All right. You love to see it. No, my branded. I don't have to guard for shit. My persona rides. What the fuck? Oh my god, the callback. 1 second, chat. All right, this is bad because I don't have an order. So I can't call out my Roman Prison Dragons, and I have no power whatsoever. And like, this is why I don't like Shadow Cloak. Like, I can when this unit is placed on rear guard from hand, search your deck for up to 1 order card, reveal it. If your drop doesn't have one, discard it. So that just hurts. And I gotta hang back now. All right, Shubham, have a good one, bud. Skill, Soul Blasts. I guess we'll just dump an order. It just sucks because, like, I can't do anything now. Drop. And I guess we'll just call this battle phase because we is hurting. But it's all right. We still have 4 attacks, and I think that's gonna be enough. Oh my god, I need a Soul Blast for my Divine skill, don't I? Whoops. I got too greedy on the soul. Oh, you did. Shit, you're right. Thanks, Knight. All right. I have many things to change. All right. Chat. Bear with me here. I need y'all to trust me. I have thoughts. All right. I'm cutting Shadow Cloak. I fucking hate that card. I'm leaving the rest of my grade 2s and grade 3s where they are. They're fine the way they are. I love this grade 1. Great early game card. Philander, same deal. Fuck this card. I know you guys don't like Gather Upon Me, but it's only the problem with Gather Upon Me is that we need to see so many other orders for it to work. That's the only downside I'm having with it. Let me cook, y'all. Let me cook. I don't want to get rid of too many turn 2 orders because we want to be able to use orders in turn 2. So let me see what we got for turn 2 normal orders. See if there's any that I really like. It sucks because Gather Upon Me, You Wandering Souls is the best one, but we need to see that plus another order. I guess this is good. I do like this for the early game. Dim Darkness of the in the Frozen Resentment is also good because it also mills us, so it can also set up our grave. And then we have, of course, Mythiarch fucking Habitat. What am I doing? Chat, what am I doing? Mythiarch Habitat's like the best early game order. But then again, if we don't see any of our, I mean, we have mad grade 1s and 2s, so we should be all right, right? Let me cut. Discard the top card of your deck. Choose a card with a grade less than equal to your Vanguard from your drop. Call to regular as a unit card. Put it into your hand with a normal order. Not named condemned. Yeah, Dim is good, but Habitat, lol, we forgot about Habitat. Yeah, we did. Absolutely forgot about Habitat. Habitat's disgustingly good, so fuck this card. I'm actually thinking about putting Habitat to 4. Definitely want it at least at 3. I'm gonna leave it like this just because we need different names. I don't like Admonishment for Sins. If that had been a normal order, it would have changed our whole flow. I think I put Branded up to 3. What's the other one that's Vanguard specific? Choose a grade 3 less from your drop and call it to Vanguard. If this part of Alchemagic, choose one of the Vanguards and it gets all your from. I'll get 10 to get 5k. I'm gonna put Cloud in Miasma in, even though I don't really like it because we already call cards. But it can give the Vanguard a booster and then give 5k to the front row. It's a good alternate to Branded because it also has a different name. So let's try it like this now. So here's the vision I'm going for, chat. Here's the vision I'm going for. I want y'all to bear with me. All right. So also I want to check this. Retire those units. Okay. So check. What did I just do? Okay. So here's the vision. Here's the vision, chat. So turn 3, turn 4. This is what we want. This is what we want turn 3 and on to look like. We want to be able to play an order. Well, also obviously we want to be able to bind one. Want to be able to play an order so we can call out our front row, which would ideally be either 2 roaming prison dragons or roaming prison dragon and abomination of impending karma. With Zorga's skill, we want to call our boosters. If we're going for the kill, we want to go for Philander with the plus 10,000. If we're not going for Philander, we want to be able to go for Harvest Elf. That way we can get more draw power and live. That's also one of the reasons I don't mind losing the defensive order. In the early game, we want to use Harvest Elf and Philander to fill up our drop and to continue our pressure while also being able to draw more cards. And that's kind of why I'm gearing this way with the orders. Like, I don't like Sweet Dreams, but it's a different name than some of the other ones because we do still need to have different names for Zorgas to maximize on Zorga's skill. Ideally, we want to use Death Restraint to either add an order or mill one. And then we also want to use Mythiarch Habitat to get into our combo pieces. And then in the late game, we have our other 3 orders, these 3, to be able to help us push. And if we really need draw power, we have the draw power orders too. Gets way better, actually. You do know it has to be called from hand, right? Wait, am I thinking of the right? Hold on. I'm thinking of the wrong card. At the end of the battle, this unit attacked, retire, look at the top 3 cards, choose a card. I think you're right. I gotta figure out what to cut. I'm gonna try it without the triple drive, and I'm cutting the blitz because defense hasn't really been my problem. Like that last game, the only reason well, besides my opponent leaving, the only thing I was struggling with is I didn't have an order. If I had an order in that last turn, we would have been able to do everything. And then Philander, we only had 7 cards in drop, so I want to be able to fill up my drop a little more. But it's like, I want to fit that grade 2 in, but I don't know what that would cut yet. So, one more game. Hey, didn't we just play this guy? Just play one of the orders? I could do that. Okay. I'll keep this. All right, we like the. Oh yeah, I forgot it's fucking Varga, and he got to go first again. Thankfully, we have an okay matchup against Varga because we don't care about losing our rear guards. Look at top 5. Another Roman prison in the drop. We love to see it. Battle phase. Swing in. Add things to recycle them. Come on, sugar. Yeah! Alright, we're looking good, alright. We're looking good so far. We're looking good so far. And black... The problem with Shadow Cloak is Shadow Cloak, like... I told you, it bothers me. I'm already using too many cards that use Soul. Oh, he's playing a Latifah build. That's why he's playing the order. He wants to be able to call out a board turn too. You have 2, just overcall him? Yeah, I guess. It just sucks because I want the orders in hand, you know what I mean? This guy's trying so hard to be aggressive. Alright, let's do this. Let's discard branded corpses. To ride, skill, look at top 7. Ooh. 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 I don't know. Like we already, I guess, nah, we want this. Put this in the drop. Deck shuffle. Main phase. We'll play Mythiarch. Top 7. That's exactly what we wanted. And then call. Power plus 10. Power plus 10. Battle phase. This calm is not a threat. It's 18k. So we're gonna go swing here. Swing. Drive check. Fuck. And 20. Alright, skill. Retire, draw a card. Nice. Not bad, not bad. I just gotta play this right, chat. Ideally, we want to play the branded in hand. So we want to dump. I mean, dumping Radiant's Caliburn would probably be our best bet. Wait, can we stack the branded corpses? Or does Alchemagic have to be with a different name? With a different name, okay. 18, we'll guard. 25 is annoying because I can't guard that with a single card. So he's coming at me with 23. Fuck it. Dope. I mean, at this point, we're screwed regardless. So let's just do it. Let's just do it like that. Varga's so much fun. All right, then we get to add a normal order from drop to hand. I guess we can add back Mythiarch. Main phase. I'm gonna go skill, Energy Blast 2. Bind. And we get to call. And call. And they both gain 5k. Let's see, I get power plus 10. We have 6 cards in the bind. Sorghum Mask lets you Alchemagic with the same order. I wish Vorgrenadier could do the same. Yeah, that would have been cool. All right, now we're gonna play you, and then skill, you. So we're going to choose one of your vanguards. So all my front row gains 5k, and then we're gonna draw 2 cards. And then reveal, call, call. They both get power plus 10. And then front row gains power plus 5. Do we have a? We do have a Philander. Skill, look at top 5. We can put you in the drop. And how many do we have? We only have 6 in drop, which does suck, but I mean, we have PGs with a lot to discard, so we are okay. These boys are gonna have crits. Battle phase. We're gonna go 35. For dos. That's actually a really good number. All right, now we're gonna go swing, skill, soul blast 1, stand. Oh wait, I'm sorry, you're right. So this is supposed to have power plus 5 on it. And this is supposed to have power plus 5 on it. And this is supposed to have power plus 5 on it. Alright, twin drive. First check. Second check. Cool, we got a crit. Power here, crit here. Fuck you. GG. So I did that wrong. He probably would have guarded differently. He would have had to go. Well, he would have had to guard the rear guard anyway, and he would have had to put another 5k guard on the rear guard. And then I don't know if he would have, if he still would have took the Vanguard skill. So that actually might have went better for me because he would have had to use more guards on the rear guards. See, and then look how many cards we have in hand. As a matter of fact, even going into a Varga turn, this still would have been pretty good because then we would have actually killed this off and drawn another card. So let's try and see how much guard we actually had here. We have a lot. Obviously, the orders we don't care about anymore. We want those in the drop. Like at this point, we don't even need our orders anymore besides to activate Alchemy Magic. So he would have Persona Road. He would have called out a front row. Let's say we would use that to guard, that to guard. We would have needed to PG the Vanguard attack. It would have been tight. It would have come down to his drive checks and how I guarded. It also would have depended on what he was able to call out. And 3 of them is not shield value. Nice. Wait, what are we talking about? Are we talking about my stuff? Well, all the orders in my hand were just going to be PG fodder. See, now I want to play one more because that was fun. Oh god, is this another Varga player? Why does everybody want to play Varga all of a sudden? Oh, we can't. He's a different language. Alright, we're going to play one more just because I was really having fun with it. And then from there, we'll go jump into my boy Welstra, which I'm really excited to fuck with because I love Welstra. Oh man, I'm hurting. I got Pringles, be jealous. Chat, anybody want to get a game in? You guys know the drill. Jump in. You said this build top recently tonight? I just saw that. What do you mean? I like Welshire, but hate to play it against friends because he does 3-in-1 retire, minus power, and gets crazy power. Yeah, he's fun. The thing I like about Welstra is Welshire is definitely a skill-intensive deck, where Grim again. He balances out really well between offense and defense, and it comes down to like knowing the matchup, how you're gonna play the deck. Ooh, we're going first. This hand's really good. I'm keeping the order, so we have an order to play turn 2. Oh, the Varga build? Oh. I think we just end here, right? I would have liked to see one of the other grade ones, but this is actually a really solid hand. We're gonna thin out the deck like crazy. I want to take at least 1 damage to be able to play this order if I need to, unless I draw into another order. Doesn't mean we need to take too much damage. Dope. I would have liked that. Later. Alright, so Soul Blast 1. Top 7. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh god. Alright, we're gonna put, just because I want to maintain the early game, we're gonna get rid of otherwise I would have set up Abomination, because Abomination I think can Abomination helps the game plan more than Roaming Prison Dragon, because it also helps us bind more orders. That's the only reason. But can I get any order? I just want to make sure I can grab Realis pieces. Yeah, it can. That's bananas. Main phase. We're gonna go play, skill, top 5. Put her on the drop for later. Shuffle, skill, top 5. Put that in the drop for later. Shuffle. We're gonna play the order. Skill. Counter Blast 1. Draw a card. And then look at the top card of the deck. I'm gonna leave that right on top. And then reveal. Call. Call. Power plus 10. Power plus 10. Battle phase. This is okay. This is kind of silly. Cool. Draw trigger. Power here and we'll draw. 23. 33. And we drew into a fucking Abomination of Bending Karma. What the fuck? Alright, now this shit's looking like a well-oiled machine. So what I'm probably going to do next turn is I'm probably going to ditch the Radiance Caliburn and add Brando Corpse. I don't need any Counter Blast, do I? So I'm just going to guard. We don't like that. Because I would have to guard with 2 cards or take 2 damage. But then I could also get Abomination of Bending Karma in the discard. We're gonna Energy Blast 2. We're gonna go up to 6. It's good. It's fine. I'll take it. All right. So let's drop this for ride. Then grade 2 skill. We're gonna add back Abomination. Abomination. Branded or corpse. What am I saying? Now, how do I want to do this? All right. I gotta do this weird. So skill. Energy Blast 2. Bind Radiance. We're gonna call here and call here. So these both have power +5, power +5. I might have got a little greedy, not a big deal. Swap these around. Now we're gonna go main phase. Play branded. So now we're gonna go skill. This. So we're gonna draw. We're gonna draw 2. And now this is gonna gain power +5, and this is gonna gain power +10 because I didn't give it the 5 from before. And then we're gonna go reveal, call, and they're gonna have power +15k each, and +1 critical. All right, there we go. That's what we're looking for. And then we gonna go like this. We're gonna go 13 of Vanguard. Twin Drive, first check. Critical trigger is banana sandwich. Third check, nothing. He has to guard one of these. These are both these are potentially lethal. 45. I'm totally okay with that. And then we're gonna go skill. Pop off, draw a card. And then this dies because of Zorga's skill, and we're good. And that is our turn. All right, chat, how we feeling about it? How we feeling about it, chat? Like, I do have to like temper expectations a little bit because we've gotten Radiance Caliburn 3 times in a row, but it's because we have so many ways to search normal orders that can also search Radiance Caliburn. We have ways to dig for it, and we don't even need to draw Radiance Caliburn. We could just get it into the drop with all the ways we have to dig for it. But it's feeling pretty good, chat. It's feeling pretty good. So now we have Radiance Caliburn burn in the over there. We can bind corpses and play it with Mythiarch Habitat just to be able to play the Mythiarch Habitat. But then we also have Abomination of Bending Karma, which we're going to put in the drop. We're going to call back probably the 2 Philanders because we're probably going to go for game next turn. It's feeling pretty solid. Let me read Abomination of Impending Karma real quick. And it gains 5,000 for each normal order with different name. When this unit is placed on rear guard. Oh, okay. So yeah. So we're probably gonna put Abomination of Impending Karma with Philander behind it, or with the we might put the grade 1, the other grade 1. Well, no, we'll probably just do 2 Philanders. We'll probably just make 2 massive columns. And we're gonna Persona Ride. Yeah, it's gonna be a fun time. Actually, we might put one of the big boosters, but we might put a Philander behind the Vanguard to make the Vanguard column a bit bigger, and use the Mythiarch to try and get a booster for one of the other 2 rows. That might work. What you got? $18, huh? Guard. He gains 5k, right? Yes, he gains 5k. And he has to draw off those. Why are there 2? Where was the second one? Did he have a... Oh, did he just wipe out his own front row? Why would he not... I'm confused. I don't know what just happened there. It's fine. Guard and guard.
So to the best. This is mostly to get Abomination in the drop. You love to see it. All right, we're winning next turn. We're gonna eat the 40 and block the 20. Oh man, that would have been fire to get, but it's fine. All right, let's go like this. Actually, this is like perfect. Because now we'll go main phase. All right, let me think. Let me think. All right, so we're gonna go skill, energy blast 2. We're gonna bind. Where's corpses? We're gonna bind. And now we're gonna call Philanders. Call. And call. And they're both gonna gain 20k. No, we want that. Nah, we want the. Well, we need the big rear guards. And we have 11 in drop, so that's why they gain their power boost. Actually, no, they gain 25. I forgot because they were called from the drop. Well, not yet. We're gonna do that now. We're gonna go skill, and then we're gonna alchemy magic with you. So now we discard the top card of the deck. And then choose a card. We're gonna call. We'll just call this just to give the Vanguard a booster. And now this is gonna gain 5k from itself and 5k from the order. And then we're gonna go reveal, call, power plus 10, 15, power plus 15, and crit. Battle phase. Reveal, call, and this also gets power plus 5, and then skill, energy blast 4, bind another order. Let's go bind, and this is gonna get another 15k power, and then we're gonna go 73 for 2. What the fuck? Oh shit, they gotta heal. All right, then we're gonna go swing, skill, soul blast 1, stay in the column. 38 even on a Vanguard swing is still pretty good. Uh, 43, that's 1. All right, twin drive, first check. Second check, power and draw. GG. Alright, I think I might have figured it out, chat. I think I might have figured it out. I know I didn't necessarily use the stuff you guys wanted me to use, but like I said, well-oiled machine. Good setup, draw power, and a really, really strong late game. 73 for 2 is crazy. And it's continuing at restood. Disgusting. All right, let's jump onto my boy Welstra. This one I can do fast because I know Welstra very well. I actually was playing Welstra IRL for a very long time. I still do. I still have the deck very much so, but waiting for its new support to come out. Which I think it comes out, what, set 8? All right. As far as starters go, starter doesn't matter, so let's see if I got a starter that I like. I actually, believe it or not, really like Korkaiser. Let's go, CEO. What up, Hannah? Welcome to the stream. I want to use front triggers on this deck, but sometimes I feel like I can't find combo pieces. And that's why, like, I've always leaned toward the draw triggers, because there's so much you need to see in this deck for it to work. Well, Welstra new grade 1 goes crazy. It does. I really like it. So we might be able to switch the fronts with the new grade 1 because that's another way for us to operate. Because we definitely need at least one rear guard to be able to, ideally 2 that can operate. All right, let's get our ride line. We'll just do blitz. You Strazer. Is this the good Uber? When this unit is rode upon, put a product from your order zone into the drop. Search your deck for 1 grade 2 product card. Put it into the order zone. If you search your deck, shuffle the deck, and you may, if you put a card from hand, draw a card. That's a surprisingly good skill. Is that better than this one? No, because this one gets us the 2 on the road. That's the only reason we want to run it. I just hate that we have to discard for it. And the other one only puts a grade 2 away that I can grab grade 3s. Alright. Alright. I think that's another reason we want to run draw triggers is because this is a heavy... You have to discard a lot with this deck. Alright. Cards in archetype that we like. We like you. I love this card. I don't know why people sleep on this card. I'm putting 4 of everything until we figure out what we're going to cut down on. So don't worry. These are not set in stone amounts. All right. I spelled that wrong. Oh wait, he's agreed to. This guy, unfortunately, is definitely still a 4 of. Let's get our orders out the way. We could probably put that down to 2 now because of the... no, because I don't want to play that grade 2. That grade 2's ass. Where is my satellite cannon? There we go. Radianthe. I was messing around with playing one of these. When you're grade 3 or greater Vanguard is placed by running from a grade 3, put this card into the drop. Search your deck for 1 mobile. Your deck hand for 1. If this starts drop, I would run this. Because it doesn't, that bothers me. Alright, what else do we got? Oh yeah, we gotta play in Garden. Because they didn't give us a new grade 1 order. You know, that's what a lot of us were hoping for. You know what? I think we can cut down on a maximum. No, that'd be dumb. Because ideally we still want 2 maximums in the order zone. We might up her though. And maybe cut one of these. Because she's a great card to be able to order during the main phase, and she's definitely a card we want to discard turn 3. Deck still Counterblast and Soul Blast like crazy, so we definitely want to play Bulbamine. That gives us a lot of room for other things. Do we have any good grade 2s? Any good generic cards that we can run? You know what I was playing around with? Well, we're gonna play this for fuck yeah, we are. We could play the cat to get back our orders from the drop if we need it. We still gotta play PGs, you know. Holy shit, I didn't realize Braven came out with a fucking PG. That's fucking awesome. That definitely wasn't there before when I made the build. Hell no, that wasn't there before. That thing looks dope. We definitely want to play Radiant's Caliburn because we can play a lot with just effects. Alright. I definitely filled up super fast, but we're gonna tweak numbers real quick. What was I gonna... So one thing I was toying around with in this deck that nobody really picked up on was... Well, this card's ass. If you have a Vanguard with Blitz in its card name and your order zone does not have a grade 2 product, put this card from your hand to soul. Search your deck for up to 1 grade 2 product, reveal it, put it into your hand, shuffle your deck. If your order zone has 2 more products, it's going to get 5,000 shield. This card would be fan-fucking-tastic if it put the product in play. a Vanguard with Blitz in its card name, and your order zone does not have a grade 2 product. Put a card from your hand to soul, search your deck for up to one grade 2 product card, reveal it, put it in your hand, shuffle your deck. Because you have to be able to, because then you have to play the product for turn. If it played the grade 2 product, it would be good. So bad. Alright, let me do like this. Product. I definitely just spelled product wrong. What the fuck does this one do? Choose one of your opponent's front row regards retire. If you do not retire a card, draw a card. If it weren't for the choose a card from your hand, discard it, this would be fire. I'm butthurt that this sucks that bad. I guess that was before they started giving if you didn't retire, draw a card effects. Because that would have been great. I would have actually ran this over in Garden. Because if your opponent tries to rush you, you can retire their rear guard, and if you don't, you get to draw a card. Like, this would have been good, but in Garden's literally all we have. Which sucks much dong. So, like, this isn't bad. You either retire when you put rear guards or you give them minus 5k. But I'd rather go with the draw and set up for the call. But yeah, so what I kept cutting myself off. What I was playing around with in this deck that we can also run, especially since we have a lot of counter charge in the early game, and it actually makes us easy. It makes it feel less bad if we can actually use the counter blast in the early game and then counter charge. What does this thing do again? Find this unit, search your deck for up to one grade 2 or greater blitz order. Oh yeah, it's the butterfly. Where is it? This thing. We were playing this thing. So when this unit is placed on rear guard from hand and check top 5, call a dude. And you also get to put cards back to the bottom of the deck. I was actually playing this for this helped me in the early game, and it helped me get my orders back. This is the reason I was only playing 2 maximum, because we had a way to get it back better. I remember I made a whole build about this. Let's try it like this. Because of the way Welstra works, we can play just about any grade 2s in the early game. And they don't necessarily become dead in the late game like the problem we were having with Zorga. The thing with Zorga is once you get your roaming prison dragons, you don't want to call anything else because of the power and crit pressure. With Welstra, as long as you have one rear guard that can operate, it's going to bounce those cards back to your hand so you don't lose them, and you can always use them to search later. Oh yeah, doesn't the grade 1 have an effect to send orders back to deck 2? Am I dumb? Whew. Sorry, chat. So let's while we're waiting for a match, let's go over what we did with our decks. So Chris Rain, we added in Rainbow Cyclers, which allowed us to use the soul that we're not using. I mean, we were using it a lot for Yuika, but it gave us that extra defensive power because between her built-in extra attacks now with the grade 1 and her divine skill, we just need a little more defense to get there. Because she has Lyrical in general has a really, really strong early game. So just making it easier to get to our finisher turn is really all she needed. With Zorga, we needed to be able to maintain pressure while also getting our setup, which I feel like we did with changing up the grade 1s, because we have one that gives us draw power, one that helps mill the deck, while still being able to be used in the early game and not dying off in the late game. Because the 5k grade 1 becomes a 10k booster, potentially more with Zorga's effects, while also becoming a draw engine, while Philander is just thick numbers for when we're going for game. So both are very solid. And now Welstra, we're trying to, I guess, increase our early game pressure. So when we get to our turn 3, turn 4, we can really push. But we're going to see how it works out. Because we don't need to run Troll anymore because we have other ways to operate now with the new grade 1. I'm not sure if I want the new grade 1 at 4 though. I would like a fucking game. The only reason I'm not putting the, I guess the only reason I'm not the only reason, but one of the reasons I'm not putting the grade 4 at 4 is because we still want cards to be able to play in the early game. We don't want to call that grade 1 in the early game because we don't have points to just swing at it. Fuck. It's fine. I'm keeping the grade 2. Actually, I'm going second. I could have sent it back because we would have searched it. That's a Zorga deck. Ooh, Ranker Chain. I approve. Actually, this hand is dope. Hold on. Ooh. Ooh. This hurts. But my hand's too good. Okay, now we know what we're discarding next turn. Battle phase and swing. Draw trigger. Alright, our hand's fire now. Our hand's fucking flames. Oh, this is gonna be fun. All right, I need to do math. How much energy am I gonna have? All right, so I'm gonna end up with 6 energy on my turn, which is perfect because she's 4 and Welsh's 2. I was wondering if I need to be able to operate this. Oh, I didn't hit end phase. Oh, I'm excited for next turn. Next turn's gonna be fun. Oh shit, that's a good card. Oh shit, that's a good card. What did you discard? Oh shit, he doing things. He doing things. He has a good amount of orders in the drop already. That's so good. All right, we'll guard this. We'll take this because I don't have any triggers. Fuck, he had a crit. Ugh, we gotta take all of that. I didn't like that. I didn't like that at all. Who would get you now, you piece of shit? Actually, that's perfect. Because now we're gonna go Soul Blast 1. Get our grade 2 order. Bang. Reveal. Put into the soul. Main phase. Play to draw in soul charge. Choose one of your set orders from your drop. Okay, we don't have that. When you Vanguard Welsh its card name. Okay, so we can't use that just yet. So let's go like this. Guild. Counterblast 1. Look at top. When we got a bomb deck of noble unit, right? Oh, we do that first. Okay, so we're gonna put this. Can we put that to the bottom of the deck? Let's choose choose up to 1 normal unit without sentinel or up to 1 card from your drop. Yes, we like that. We like that. We like that a lot. All right, top 5 for a card. I hate my life. I'm just not gonna play anything. But we'll do it again. Top 5. Okay. You can't make it up. You can't make this shit up, chat. He's probably gonna intercept with the dog. Yep. I have no defense. And of course, fam, both times that I checked top 5, 3 out of the 4 cards are triggers. The first time, 4 out of the 4 cards are triggers. So tell me how. Tell me how I still have no triggers. I've seen 1 trigger. 1. I'm fucked. He's gonna blow me out. He's gonna blow me out right now. I don't have the defense to guard the fucking numbers that this deck spits out. On the bright side, he doesn't have Roaming Prison Dragon. On the bright side. Wait, what the fuck is this? Why didn't nobody tell me about the fucking tomato? That's a good card. Oh, it's a pomegranate. My bad. So it just Energy Blast 3 called itself, but you have to have Bound in order. Okay, but then it just pumps up Roaming Prison Dragon. The thing is, he doesn't have any Roaming Prison Dragons. All right, I'm no longer scared. How much Counterblast do I actually need, though? We're gonna Counterblast for our Vanguard. Well, we're gonna take this one. We have a lot of Countercharge cards, so it's like I'm not super worried about our Counterblast. I would love to see a fucking trigger at least, though. That's fine, we don't need that anymore. This sucks, dong. So I have to do it like this. Alright, let's try and maximize here. Alright, so we're gonna drop Fentilichia. We're gonna go Counterblast. It's Counterblast and discard a card, right? No, it's Soul Blast and discard a card. Okay, so I don't even have to Counterblast. Soul Blast, discard a card. We're gonna discard one of the dogs. We're gonna search for you. And you. Then we're gonna go reveal to call, and reveal to go to soul and countercharge 1. All right, that was pretty. What that went pretty well. Now, ideally, we want to get into our grade 2. Ideally. So I think my best bet here. I guess all last 16 cards of your deck, to be honest. Probably. All right, we're gonna go Divine Skill. Counterblast. Play. I'm gonna check top 5. And call what the fuck? I forgot to Energy Blast. I just overcapped on energy like a fucking noob. Did I draw on Soul Charge? Skill. Counterblast. Let's put you to the bottom of the deck. Top 5. Watch, it's gonna be all triggers. Okay, it's not. We'll call you. Skill. Energy Blast 4. Let's check the top 5 again. I'll take it. Let's go skill. 1, 2, 3, 4. -5. I want to save this for next turn. So we'll go battle phase. This is pathetic. Skill. To hand, call. Power +10. Twin drive. First check. Second check. Thank God. If we didn't get a trigger there, I might have crashed out. I might have crashed out. Not that it matters. Against that deck, we're still basically at 5 damage. Though, if he doesn't have a way to get Roaring Prison Dragon, then we might just win. We are at 3 damage. That makes a huge difference now. I would love a Persona ride. My cards will have in Soul 5. That's pretty good. I'm surprised he wants to call the Plan Token. We're probably going to call it behind the Vanguard if I had to assume. Oh, that's weird. Alright. Maybe I should try and bait his Divine Skill. Nope, he's not going for Divine Skill. I think we just lost. That's cool. Hey, look, we found our triggers. He's drawing a lot of cards. And we're hanging on by a fucking thread. Alright, game, don't fuck me. You fucked me. Like, I can't even use these now because I only have 4 energy. And that's just depressing. So we're gonna go like this. Like that. Battle phase. This is sad. So it gets -10, we get +10. Skill, Soul Blast. Retire. Operate. Return this to hand. Call. I mean, I guess that's still okay. Twin drive. At least we got that. Let's go here. And then skill to the soul. Countercharge. 18 is good number. But he has a million cards to hand, so yeah, we're gonna lose. That puts you up to 18, that's even. That puts you up to 30, so alright. Cool. Now we fucking die. Oh yeah, we're super dead. I gotta figure out a better way to get into these. I hate that this deck still depends so much on far height. That's always been the biggest problem with this deck. It's like if you don't see that one grade 2, your fucking offense is dead. And like I don't want to play troll because like Soul Blast 1 is a fucking annoying. No, Counter Blast 1's a big deal in this deck. Yeah, we're dead. Oh yeah, he's making them even bigger. And now he has two Roman Prison Dragons. So yeah, we're super dead. I didn't mean to put auto shuffle on. Oh my god. Just put me out of my misery. That was brutal. Alright. Alright. I need to brain. Alright, how do you work it in? The top 5 cards of your deck, choose up to 1 card from among them. If the reveal card has no grade less than equal to your Vanguard, call it. I just need a way to dig for pieces, man. What's the other dual nation do? She calls him Soul, right? I wish you could just add me cards from Soul, bitch. Oh, wait. I forgot about Baladrid. Choose a grade 2 or greater unit card from your soul and put it into hand. Choose a set order from your soul, put it into hand. This might be better for us. Hold on. This build is all fucked up. All right, we're gonna cut the counter chargers, and we're gonna put in Baladrid. We still have 4 Bulba Mine. No. All right. Chat, don't judge me. I need y'all to trust me. I think you still need them for CEO. You had a bad match. Hold on. I got an idea, chat. I got an idea. Let me cook. All right. First off, let me get my grade 1s. Where's Baladrid? The fact that I wasn't playing Baladrid is crazy. I totally forgot about Baladrid. It's soul support and it digs me for my pieces because all my most important pieces are grade 2 and greater. All right. Now, the question is, do we want to add a card from soul to hand or call a card off the top 5? That's the thing. It's like that's what we have to decide between. All right, I'm putting the Chrono Charger grade 1 back in because he's still really good discard fodder. I forgot the reason I didn't play Bulba Mine because I didn't like that Bulba Mine was always on boost. But let's cut out now. I can see the argument for both of the dual nation cards. Like, do I want to have a dude that calls a dude, or do I want to be able to search and add it to hand? I guess the grade 2, the grade 2. I guess this is better for the early game. All right, let's try adding Baladrin and see if that fixes my problems. Because I needed something to dig for pieces more, and Balladrid's like the best one. You think the search is better than the call? D-Mac, what up, homie? So the way the dual nation works is you check top X. X is however many set orders you have plus one. We play a lot of set orders, so that can be like a huge search. It puts a card into soul, and then you can counterblast one to add a card grade 2 or above from soul to hand. So it's like, which do we think is better? We're going second, right? So we're sending back like everything except for our height. It's just Maelstrom. That could be bad. Oh, my back. Oh, he already ended. We can get rid of far height. We already have one. We only need one. Okay. Main phase. We'll save it. All right, end phase. Oh, it's Flagberg. If I get my ass beat by Flagberg, I need to just turn the game off. No offense to Flagberg. Damn, I should have guarded. I want to discard this because we can get it back, but probably better safe than sorry right now. Alright, so now we're going to Soul Blast and grab a grade 2 order. Bang, put that in hand, shuffle. Play. Whoa, wrong one. Play. Okay, now we can discard it for red. Main phase. We're gonna call you. Battle phase. We're gonna swing. Let's go. Energy Blast 3. Operate, we draw a card. 1. Alright, now we're seeing a lot of cards. Checked out 5. No grade 2s. That hurts. Alright, I think we got an okay hand this time. I see potential in what we have. I would like a Fentilachita. When your other rear guard attacks a Vanguard. Okay, I see what he's going for. $13. We'll guard this. Ooh, excuse me. Oh shit, I forgot Inlet Pulse can stand. That's mad funny. I totally forgot he can do that. Because he's supposed to be in a Flagberg deck. Oh, that's fucking hilarious. I guarded. We'll take this one, and then we'll take the Vanguard. This way we're 100% sure we have enough counterblast for everything. Draw trigger. Heal trigger. Boop. Alright. Let's do things, chat. Let's do things. Alright, we're gonna drop and ride. Skill. Solar Blast. And we're gonna discard. So, you know what? I'll discard one of these and get some extra energy. And. And then skill. To soul to energy charge 2. Alright. Now we're gonna go main phase. Do I have anything to energy blast with? I don't. So we're just gonna go. I think we're gonna go skill. No, we're gonna go like this. Call, skill, counter blast, discard. We're gonna add a persona ride to hand. Did I not put persona rides in? What the fuck is wrong with me? That's wild, chat. What do you mean I didn't put persona rides in? Clearly I'm trolling. Clearly. All right, let's go Energy Blast 7, draw a card. Skill. Counter Blast. Play and play. And then we're gonna go this. We're gonna go retire. All right, man, I am ass, chat. Hot ass. All right, we're gonna call our grade 1 skill. We're gonna send maximum back to deck. That's all it does. Put it to the bottom of the deck or into the soul. Yeah, bottom of the deck. Then we're gonna call the other one so we can have extra attack. Now I'm gonna go battle phase. Oh shit, I did this wrong. Fuck it. We'll do it like this. We'll go swing, skill, soul blast 2. Yeah, I fucked this up a little bit. I'm gonna retire. And minus 5k to Vanguard. Is that enough? Yeah, it is. Swing, skill, energy blast 2. Skill, counter blast. We'll return this to hand so we can make sure we have our number of attacks. And then power plus 10k. Twin drive. First check. Second check. No triggers is crazy. We're gonna go swing, skill. We're gonna soul blast. Oh wait, I did that wrong. Fuck, man, I'm ass. I'm hot ass. Oh my god, I have so many things to fix. That's not enough. I put you up to 3. Wait, am my math off? Because no, that puts him up to 13 and then 28. Never mind, you're good. I'm bad at math. I was giving him negative 13. Can't believe I didn't put any fucking Persona rides in. That's insanity. Chat, you're supposed to have my back. Alright, we're gonna get our asses whooped now. Alright, here we go. My cheeks are clenched. What up, Mikey? Welcome to the stream. Uh, 23. We'll guard that. It was gonna be a surprise, but I'm working on it. I'm actually working on a few things this weekend because I have 4 days off. So keep an eye out. We'll guard that. Let me read this. All right, we could take that. That's fine. What else you got? Can this attack from the back row? Yup, it can. I have 3 perfect guards in hand. He gets to retire a rear guard. He gets to retire 2 rear guards. Really? Yeah, he does. That's crazy. Let's go to you. Cool. One more hit. My turn. Let's hope I can get the kill, chat. Let's hope I can get the kill without a fucking Persona Rex. I'm a fucking moron. Oh, I'm so mad at myself. So mad. Alright, let's start off with this. Angel Blast 3. The top 5, right? Yeah. So I have so many cards in the order zone. Top 5. Fuck it, let's add this to hand. Shuffle. And you get 5k, right? Now we're gonna go call, skill, counterblast, discard. Let's get the other maximum and put it into the order zone. Shuffle. Mostly that was deck thin. Now we can go for 5 attacks or we can go for Arianthe. I guess we'll go for Arianthe and hope to God he doesn't get the trigger. Swing, skill, 1, 2. Arianthe, and we're gonna retire that one. And power plus 10k. And of course he gets a draw trigger. A fucking course. That's 1 to pass. That's 2 to pass. Twin drive. First check. Second check. Oh my god, we got a critical trigger. Thank Jesus. And he's gonna gain 10k. 35. With a crit. Cool, that's a PG. Swing, skill. Soul Blast 2. Operate maximum. Return to hand. Call. 5k guard, you love to see it. And he got the best 5K guard. Now I just fucking die. Chat, I might need to pack it up. Might need to pack it up. All right. GG. I can't believe I put no persona rides in. Chat, how'd you let me get away with that? Trigger defense ruins you. It does every time. All right, let me fucking fix this. All right, I'm gonna cut out some fluff. All right, fuck these cards. I like it for the early game, but it's definitely that definitely fucked me. All right. Orders. I think our orders are fine. I really don't wish I didn't have to play in Garden, but it is what it is. We don't really have anything else. This guy's got to be at 4 because it's just as good as this. Probably cut these guys because they're too situational. Throw another one to you. You're too fucking good, and I think the rest goes to both of mine. The only thing is we have no fucking search. I would love a little bit of search, but well, I mean, we have Balladrid. Hopefully that's good enough. Ugh, I can't believe I fucking had no Persona Ride. I had ways to search Persona Ride and everything. Alright, we're getting rid of the rest of this. We only need one. Fights is entertaining, Zaf, and no personal handicap is fun. Yeah, I know. But this deck doesn't have the offense to not have that plus 10k. Especially when our opponent hit damage triggers like that. Is this Flyberry in? I think it is. Oh, let's see if we can redeem ourselves. Alright, that's a good card. I guess we'll drop a Fire Height. I don't want to drop Arianthe in case we damage our other one. Battle phase, swing. Heal trigger's fine. He's gonna get the Great Through first, so we can afford to be defensive because he's gonna give us damage anyway. Every fuck. Guard. And guard. All right, now we can ditch this because we can get it back with the grade 1. Drop and ride. Soul Blast 1. Deck search. Grab Far Height. Shuffle. Main phase. Play. And of course we drew into the second one. Because that would happen. And I guess we can call this to send it back to search next turn. So I mean that's okay. So now we're gonna call, we're gonna go to battle, we're gonna go skill. We'll bottom deck the Arianthe to be able to search it later. And then we'll go battle phase. We're gonna take out the rear guards. If we take out the rear guards, he's not gonna be able to do anything on his turn 3. Unfortunately, this one has to attack the Vanguard in order to use the skill. And drive check. That's another downside to Uber. It's like you can't swing at the rear guard and use a skill. You have to swing at the Vanguard. It's mad annoying. now 10. Guard. As much as I don't want to guard with that. We're about to take so much fucking damage. Guard. At least you can't get 5 attacks. You energy blast at 3. Alright, so this retires. I'm just gonna no guard here. I don't have the defense. This is another problem that the deck has, because if our opponent had any kind of early game offense, we'd be fucked right now. I gotta figure out how to fix Welstra, man. I love this deck, but fuck is it ass. Alright, we're gonna go discard Fentilla Cheetah. We're gonna go skill, Soul Blast. We're gonna drop Persona Red. I'm gonna add to hand. And we're gonna add to hand. Then we're gonna go reveal, call. Main phase. Divine skill. I'm gonna play. Who's calling me right now? Alright, second chat. I'm gonna go quiet for a second while I play. Alright, all good. Alright, now I got my draws, I got my orders. We're gonna go Fentilla Cheetah skill, Energy Blast 4 to go skill. We're gonna retire you. So Vanguard's at 3. We like to see that. We don't have any set orders and drops, so calling this doesn't get us anything. What we can do now is we're gonna go. This can attack, can it? Yeah, I can still use a skill after the fact. Alright, so we're gonna go like this. We're gonna go call skill. Oh, we don't have any counter charge. Oh, we can't get 5 attacks this turn, chat. I tried. That's what I get for taking out the counter chargers. Alright, then we're gonna go call and call, because we're gonna try and draw a bunch of cards too. Battle phase. We're gonna go 21 to Vanguard. We're gonna go swing skill. Soul Blast 2. Because we're doing skill. And then we're going to counterblast, return to hand. Call. The opponent misplay. He should have restand the grade 2 since he had the grade 2 fifth attack. Yeah, I guess. I don't know Flagbird, so I don't know what he's supposed to be doing. That's 18. Alright, cool. I'm gonna go swing, skill, Energy Blast 2, another maximum. Another minus 5k to Vanguard. So he's at -7. Twin drive, first check, second check, critical trigger. Oh, I forgot to do this too. Oh, fuck it, I'll just keep it. No, because he's gonna retire it anyway. So Soul Blast 1, draw. Then we're gonna go 33. Alright, that's it. I gotta attack a little bit weird next turn, but it'll be fun. Ow. We're also severely lacking in the hand department too. I mean, I might have been a little too aggressive, but if I had one more counter blast, I would have been able to get 5 attacks. But I had fucked it up. Oof. So what's that, 4 attacks he has? I'll take that. Draw trigger's dope right there. We only really need 1 counter blast. Swing with the 20k at the rear guard, so I can't intercept. You're a moron. Should I just take the damage? Trying to think if I need any more counter blasts. I'll just take it. Fuck it. Why'd he draw? Why'd he draw? Oh, he only went for 3 attacks. I see. So we're gonna go 2 to pass. Oh, the Buddy Fire reveal? Yeah, it's gonna be fun. And guard. Alright, I think we got this one. Now he's at 5. Sonoride. Activate, which is gonna energy charge and draw. Skill, well, main phase. Skill, Energy Blast 4. Operate maximum. Retire minus 5k. How many Persona Reds have I been through? I think just 1. Did he leave? No, he didn't. Okay. I guess I don't need to do that. That just me being getting greedy, right? So instead, let's go like this. Let's go call, call, call. Let's go battle phase. How many cards do I have in soul? 1. Alright, let's get the power plus 5. I'm gonna go swing. We're just gonna go for 5 attacks. 33. That's even. You need 5k more. Cool. Energy Blast and draw. Skill to the soul. The top 5. Reveal, add to hand. That was sweet. Wing, skill, energy blast 2. Soul blast 2, I'm sorry. Minus 5k. Counter blast. Return to hand. Call. So they're at 18. They need another 15k to grab my rear guard. $10k more. All right. Now we're gonna go swing, skill, energy blast 2, power plus 10k, skill, counter blast to hand, to call, minus 5k to VG. Yeah, I think we got this. Twin drive, first check, throw trigger, second check, nothing. Well, at least we got our clap back on Flagbird, but this is definitely this deck definitely needs some tweaking. I gotta figure. The biggest problem with it is that you need combo pieces way too hard. Like you need certain pieces to even be able to make the deck function. Ideally, you just need far height, but you also need to have your orders in deck. Like it's weird the way it has to play. But anyway, guys, I gotta cut the stream here. As you saw, child is home, so I gotta go be a parent. Thanks you guys for tuning in as always. Next Vanguard stream will be next Wednesday, 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, same time as today, with some new reveals. I know we have the Buddy Fight reveals. Well, I'm not the biggest fan of Buddy Fight. I did have one deck in Buddy Fight that I fucking vibed with super hard, which was the Danger World deck that like used your opponent's resources to pay for your shit. That shit was dope to me. But of course, come swing by for that. If you guys want to be here for my Genshin stream, we're in what's considered like the best region of Genshin Impact, which is Fontaine, and I'll be doing that on Friday at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Keep an eye out for some more content, guys. Keep feeding me your ideas. I'm gonna keep on working on these decks. I like what we do with Christian. I like what we do with Zorga. Well, sure, I need to figure out the good balance. Maybe I'm too dependent on certain combo pieces, and maybe I need to just realize that we can mix some things to make the deck better. But well, that's neither here nor there. Again, thanks to everybody that tuned in. That's gonna be it for me, and I'll catch you guys on the next stream. Later.